I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing now?
Oh,
Armageddon.
no.
Armageddon. It's gonna be rough.
You're born in America, you're an American.
That's fact.
I guess right after high school, ended up joining the Army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out.
That sounded wrong. I had to highlight that one. Oh, my Lord.
Stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driver.
Finally, a law that I can get behind. If you're driving slow in the left lane, it's punishable by death.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know?
Steve, you smoke like a girl.
They're always there watching.
I do not sound like Jalen.
Do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck him.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point.
Everybody gets elected.
You don't have to agree with it, but you best defend the right to do it.
If you don't know your rights, you don't have any.
We just got a bidet.
The Constitution doesn't give you rights, you have natural rights.
Bidet will change your life.
But the Constitution protects your rights.
You'll never go back.
Little horny bastard, he ruined it for everybody.
I bet he wanted to knock them out. It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
Teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are, because they're so lazy they don't care.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what...
I'm not going to apologize for that.
You were calling him an idiot.
I'm really disappointed in you.
It was something that you just didn't agree on.
I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
You know, you're never going to please everyone.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.
Come again.
Out of here.
Aloha, everyone, and welcome to the Harloha and Dave's not here, man. Thursday Night Podcast. What's up, everyone? Cheryl Rich, Chris Gilbert, aloha, and
What's
yes,
up,
Chris
Cheryl?
for Ronnie. I haven't heard from Ronnie since Saturday. I need to get a hold of him. Been pretty busy. Been crazy busy.
Real busy.
Busy like a beaver.
Trying to get that money. No, just trying to stay afloat sometimes.
Yeah, it's... Well, you know, there's I love this right here. I promised to do everything I could have done but didn't do, because if I did it, I wouldn't have to promise to do it, even though I could do it now, but don't, because I don't know what to do. Otherwise, I would have done it.
Exactly.
That's exactly how she talks, too.
Exactly. That's a Harris.
Oh, really, Cheryl? Oh, man.
What?
Ronnie said he started radiation and he's not doing good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, big prayers. Lots of prayers for Ronnie. We love you, brother.
Yeah, we love you, man. It's
Shoot,
tough.
even people that don't know him love him, man. I the other day, 2 separate jobs, 2 different people both said, "Hey, who's that older guy that you do your thing with on Sundays? How is he doing?" It's like, "Oh, wow, you do watch it. You do watch the show, huh?" Yeah, even my customers are asking how Ronnie is. So
It sucks, man. Getting older and stuff. It sucks to accept it. It sucks to watch it. We thought we had it bad when we were young, man. It's like, wow.
yeah, no kidding, right?
What a difference now.
It's like I always say too, no matter how bad you got it, someone's always got it worse.
I'm going to show you who's got it worse. You ready for this? Hold on. Let me
Oh, hell yeah. What the
me-
hell? Yes, I'm ready.
let me see if I can find this dude.
Oh my god. What have you done? I'm trying to get an accent down, but I'm nowhere close.
First
I'll
things
get it.
first, though, I appreciate everyone that's here. Hope you guys have been having a good week. It's been sunny here. I've had to work all week, but been busy with mom and family and kids and just trying to stay healthy enough to stay at work.
Yeah.
Just been
And
rough.
shout out to all my subscribers that have been subscribed to me for a while. Because in the past week, my videos are starting to get noticed, and it's overwhelming how much my channel's growing just in a week's time. So,
Well, it's all
thank
because
you.
I'm here. It's all because I'm here. You're welcome.
It is. I couldn't have done it without Dave.
Okay.
And I couldn't have done it without Cheryl Rich.
That's right.
All my other YouTube friends and family.
Oh,
And X and Nacho. Couldn't have done it without X and Nacho.
guys, I got people walking back and forth, so I'll be off for a minute.
And all I'm saying is that, pretty soon, because it will happen, when I'm at like 100,000 and stuff, I will never forget you guys because you guys are my rock.
I'm just a peon. All right, guys, this
I
guy.
wasn't talking about Dave. Yeah, Dave is just a peon. I was talking about everyone in chat.
Exactly. I'm a peon, and I'm proud of it. Now, you guys, if you're squeamish, I should probably wait for this, but if you're squeamish, don't watch this video. Okay? Seriously. You're gonna be sorry if you watch.
Now I'm nervous.
Wait, what the hell? Give me a minute. Doo-doo-doo. All right, skip that for 1 second. Technical difficulties.
Please hold.
Please hold. You know I'm Dave.
Please hold.
Steve, what I want to know is how your anniversary went last night.
Oh, we're good.
Good.
We more or less. I mean, we just had dinner, and it was another night. But the night before, because I gotta admit this, I've done it pretty much every year, but I always forget the exact date. At first, I thought it was the 19th, and then I knew it wasn't that year because I didn't say anything till the day after, and she thought I forgot, but I didn't. I was just waiting for what I thought was the right day. But then I thought it was the 17th, and then I knew it was the 18th, but then by the time the next year comes, I'm like, shit, was it the 17th or the 18th? And then I never remember. So the 17th that night, not last night, but the night before, that's when I gave her what I got her for our anniversary and said, I know it's the 17th, but I always get the days mixed up, but it's Tuesday night. So technically it's only a couple. So whatever day it is, I'm still close. But at least I'm honest about it,
So, guys, this guy that my daughter actually found this for me, man, this is whacked out. So, parental discretion is advised. This guy's walking around Nashville, Tennessee like this. Let me see if I can blow this up.
And this is for entertainment purposes only.
Oh, absolutely. But I just want you to pay attention to his bad haircut, okay?
Oh, I thought he had like glasses on his head or something.
No, dude, look close at this. This guy will not go to the hospital. They've been trying to get him to go to the hospital, and he won't go because he cannot smoke, can't vape.
Why is it?
Bro, it's literally gone. Like I said, close your eyes, kiddies. But if you see where his hairline is, that's supposed to all be
It's his skull. That
Walking around Nashville like a
he's picking stuff out of it.
it's yeah. I'm so sorry for you with squeamish, but I mean this dude needs to go to the hospital and he will not go because he cannot vape inside the hospital.
Dude, they need to do like they do in the wild with animals. They need to blow dart them with a sedative to knock them out.
So next time we think we got it bad, take a
Yeah,
look.
there you go, man. No matter how bad you got it. No kidding.
Yeah, we
Dude,
found
that's
that today.
crazy.
Like 3 inches of his brain.
How is he still alive? How is your skull showing?
I couldn't tell you, dude. I was looking at him. I'm like, it reminded me of like Hannibal Lecter,
I
the
had the
movie.
tongue with a bit of fava beans.
Yeah, where he was like taking pieces. Yeah,
That is crazy, dude.
remember the kid on the plane? He's like, "What is that?" He's like, "Oh, this is caviar." And he
Oh
goes, "Well,
yeah.
what's in there?" He goes, "Oh, you wouldn't want that." He's like, "Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt."
A little
But yeah,
caviar.
we're all doing better than that guy.
Right. Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man, I couldn't believe that.
Rumsky. Aloha, Rumsky.
Hey,
Good to see
Rumsky,
you.
good to see Axe and Nacho in the house.
Oh yeah, always good to see X and Nacho. I was listening last night, X.
I
And
was
then
too.
Creek forced me to come up on his panel to sing a song for his Creek Idol that I said I wasn't gonna have nothing, but I lost anyway, so I purposely got myself out of that.
I popped over just to vote for Boot like multiple times, just because Boot seems to be good at almost every song I've ever heard him sing. So I just vote for Bootlicker.
Oh yeah, he's bootlegger is awesome.
Vote for Pedro. You know, Axe rocked it out last night.
But then you know what ex bootlegger did, right? After he was done, he
No,
dropped out. He dropped
did he
out.
really?
Yeah, so he won, but because he's like, nope, I'm out. So Indy won because Indy came in second. So
Okay. What's up, Creek?
Creek, mother lover.
I wonder if Creek saw that. We'll show him again
Yeah.
later. We'll show the guy with the missing Halloween haircut.
There he is.
There's my favorite white boy.
Yeah, boy.
On near us.
X is also one of my favorite white boys too. So
X is like one of the coolest people that I've met on YouTube. Honestly, when you get backstage and you talk to him, he's not pompous or arrogant. He's laid back.
absolutely. And he's intelligent and he's not arrogant. He's he's just laid
It's
back,
like
down to earth.
I love when he messes up because when he messes up, he just kind of like laughs. He'll just get a little giggle and like, yeah, that wasn't right, and then start over. I love it. Anyways, all my news clips are missing, Steven.
What's up, LC Wolverines? Aloha, brother. Man, that you know what, dude? That was a great. Well, both of them. The most recent video with your garden was great, but the one on the Friday the 13th one, that's a good man. I'd love to hang out with you, dude. Wolverines. That I love camping, dude, and that's cool that you go solo. I know. I think I even said in the video, a lot of people would be scared, go camp, especially on Friday the 13th, because of the, if you're superstitious.
I feel like if you're scared of something in life, that you need to face it right away
Yeah,
and not sit around and be scared of that crap all your life and be all twitching in fear, but just go after whatever it is that freaks you out. I mean,
absolutely, man. Perfect example, dude. This just happened to me last week. There was a job where I do work for this contractor, and calls me up and he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And I already know he uses other plumbers too, which I don't care. But he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I called my other few plumbers, so 3 other plumbers, and he said all of them said nope, not doing it, can't be, or once that can't be done, the other ones were like, no, there's no way, I'm not doing it. And I like a challenge, so I was like, let me go look at it. So I looked, I'm like, yeah, dude, it can be done. It's not gonna be easy. But then after it was a done deal, and I knew that I was going to be doing a job, I kept like putting it off because I'm like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. I don't want to do it. And then if I just would have went right away and started working on it, I would have realized that it was nowhere near as bad as I thought. Like, you know what I mean? Just face your fears and get it out of the way. But
That's what I'm
instead, for like 3 or 4 days, I was all stressed out over nothing.
I was just reading a meme earlier that I was chuckling at. It says, it's Jim Carrey looking all crazy, and it says, I'm probably single because I never forwarded those chain messages back in 2008. Remember all those
Right.
messages we used to get? And they'd be like, if you don't forward this to 15
Yeah.
people, you guys will all be poor, or
Right.
something bad will happen to you.
How come I'm not worth $1 billion either? Because what about the ones that said, if you do, you'll come in with all this money?
I love
Shit.
Wolverines, by the way, man. I love to see you here, bro. Much respect for you. I love your channel. I love everything about you, man. You're the real deal, in my opinion.
Yep. Yeah, you got to watch his not his most recent, but Friday the 13th. He went camping solo, dude. That's a great video. And that's what I love about it too, because there's no fancy camera work or trickery or any of that shit. It's like you said, the real deal. It's just him. He went camping on Friday the 13th by himself with his dog. Cool dog too, by the way. And just talk to the camera, you know? I think it was like 45-minute video. And it was, dude, I was like glued to it. It was a good video. Needs more views is what it needs. More people
So,
need to
Steve,
see that.
what I want to know is, how come I always hear news about Hawaii before you do?
Because I don't pay attention.
Okay.
Literally, if I'm not at work plumbing,
Yeah.
I'm editing videos or doing this, and I don't listen to the radio. I listen Bluetooth music when I'm working. So I haven't watched TV, like actual TV, in like 3 or 4 years.
Okay. Well, all I watch is really like a sports game here or there, but not even a whole sports game. I can't even force myself to watch a game when there's so many commercials throughout it. It just feels like I need to record the game or just watch all the highlights.
Right.
I'd rather maybe just watch the highlights of the game. And
But
then,
what Hawaii stuff did you hear about? Did something else happen?
yeah, it's not pulling up for me though, but
Oh.
I'm trying to present it and it's not pulling up real quick, but I'm just
Is it
going
the
to read
one
it.
with the dude in Waianae with the excavator or whatever that pushed into a house? And
That's some crazy stuff right there.
yeah, see, I didn't hear about that until almost a week after it happened. And Waianae is not far from me. It's like
Oh,
2 cities over.
This one was a volcanic eruption.
Oh, that wouldn't be this island. That would be a different island.
Yeah,
'Cause
see, that's what people don't know about Hawaii, really. They don't understand how many different places in Hawaii there is and how they're spread out. I never did. Like
No,
here's
I didn't until I moved here. I mean, even before I moved here, there's a Kailua on this island and there's a Kailua on the big island. And I was renting a room over the internet and I rented a room on the wrong island because I had no idea.
right. Well, who names 2 islands the same thing, or who has
Or
2
cities in the,
volcanoes?
yeah.
Yeah. Like this is the one I'm talking about here. Hawaii's
Kilauea.
volcano. Yeah, again, and pulling on a question mark. We don't know. Hold on, I have so many tabs open.
That's funny because that word right there, Kilauea.
Yeah.
When I first moved back, so after Stosh passed away,
yeah,
and I went back to Michigan when I was there for like a year, and then came back. When I first moved back, the name of the street was Kilauea, and I remember I was like, "It's all vowels. How do you even pronounce that?"
Right.
But now that I know, but yeah, it's Kill, and then the U is like a W, and then Kilauea. But
all right, so here's some footage of it.
Hawaii's Kilauea volcano.
Did I pull it up?
Neil, what's up, Neil?
A spectacular show in the process.
I have
the
too many
volcano began
tabs
erupting
open.
a few days ago in a remote area of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park.
Pop that bigger.
Lava burst from the cracks in a crater into towering lava fountains up to 30 feet high. That's impressive, but lava fountains can actually shoot more
Can you
than
hear it?
300 feet into the sky.
Barely.
All right, let me pop this up.
Kilauea is one of the world's most active volcanoes, but it's the first time this area has erupted.
There you
in more than
go.
25
Now I can hear it.
years. It's unclear just how long the eruption will last, but no homes are threatened given its remote location.
So you see how it looks. It doesn't look like an eruption.
Multiple investigations scrutinizing the Biden administration for supplying U.S. weapons to Israel for the war in Gaza are about to be published.
The Inspector General reports follow complaints from
I
within
can't
the
even
U.S.
pause
government
it.
that
Gaza?
argue
I
sending
hear something
billions of
about
dollars
Gaza.
in arms to Israel
What's
violated
playing?
laws that prohibit
Mute
providing
me.
military assistance to governments that have committed human rights
I can
violations.
still hear it.
The Biden administration has acknowleded that it's likely
Well, it's
Israel
off,
has used
so
U.S. weapons in Gaza
here,
in
hold on.
violation of international
Here,
law.
drop down
I'll just
the.
stop it.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's weird because
Not
the
sure.
volcano was showing, but then like you could hear the news.
Right. What was that?
Wait, real quick
Okay, so-
though, Neil, aloha, Neil, Charlie Gabalden, aloha, good to see you. And then wait, who else? Someone else came in. Rumsky said, "Oh, the deal for real. What's up? The deal for real, aloha." But, okay, go ahead.
It just went right into the next story, even though it didn't show it. So
No,
apparently
yeah,
it
it
just
was
went to the
still
next video in line.
it was still volcano, but then you could hear. Yeah, it was weird.
And I have 47 tabs open, so I was trying to get back to the tab that I had so I could pause it. So
47.
I'm
Damn.
serious, dude. I've been on here all day, like just looking up cool
Oh, that's
stuff
right, because
for people to
you had to
see.
switch computers, right? So
Yeah. So we wanted to make sure that everyone was entertained, and we got plenty of stuff to go over. What's up, Charlie?
Yeah, how are you, Charlie? Always good to see you, brother.
Much love, man. Charlie looks like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, man. He just looks like he's ready to whoop some rear end, don't he? Did you ever see Raiden?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I never seen the movie, but I know what
He's
character
got
you're
like
talking about.
lightning coming out of his fingers, and he's got the white.
Right.
Yeah, he's got the awesome hair.
I never really played video games, but the only thing I can think of is Hadouka.
Hadouken.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
was
that's what
that?
it is. Hadouken.
Hadouken. Was that when we used to play a basketron at the arcade? I forget what that game was called.
Me too. I'm not sure. Man, it's been so long.
We used to enter contests. Nobody probably knows this, but arcade contests, like for the driving games or pool or whatever they were doing at Basketron. I don't know if you remember that, but
No, I remember. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure that place has been gone for forever, but
everything in that whole complex is now a Lebanon / Arabic, everything in the whole area. There's not hardly anything left.
Dude, that just reminded me, Nate I texted. Shoot, I wish I could pull it up on the computer. He texted me this. It's on X or Twitter or whatever. And it's Dearborn, because I mean, well, Nate grew up same area as we did, but oh, now it's not gonna load. But dude, it's just like the short video of Dearborn. And I was like, holy shit, dude.
I got something pulled up actually for that. to show you guys what's going on in my neck of the woods, where we have the second, well, actually the first largest Muslim community outside of the Middle East. So this is at like our major university, U of M, who won the championship last year. Pull that up. This is the campus.
Here, I'll just give a quick while you pull that up. I'm
Yeah,
just
go
gonna
ahead.
I'm gonna hold my phone up because, but this the light's too bright.
Yeah, yeah.
But dude, that's Dearborn, Michigan. That's not overseas. That is Dearborn, Michigan.
Yeah, this is 20 minutes
Like,
from me.
next city over from where me and Dave grew up. You would think it's the Middle East, right? You would think it's overseas.
And not that I have anything against Arabic. It's just the way that they are is like they're organized. They've taken over judgeship, sheriff, mayor, working on the governor, representatives, state representatives, heads of big corporations getting into our energy sectors and becoming like high up in these places and in places of power. And they all work together. They're smart and they all believe in one religion, and that's how they run everything, is according to their religion. And if you're not like in line with that, you're gonna have a problem.
And same thing for me. I don't got nothing against nobody, but
no.
The way I look at everything is I just always think of it customer wise. Because I promise you, and I genuinely mean I'm not racist in any. I mean, if I was, why the hell am I married to a Filipino woman? But for customers, there are certain cultures that they're all kind of and every time I did work for Arabic people, it's like, here we go with this shit, because I know exactly how they are and what they're always going to try to get that bro, but what's my price, bro? Wallah, bro, what's my price? No, I know,
Like,
bro, but what's my price?
Like, am I gonna get paid? That's what I always thought.
Right. No, yeah, because then after you do, then they, even though you gave them a huge deal to begin with, because they talked you into it, then they give you a hard time before they pay you to try to even get more of a deal. And it's like, dude.
Well, yeah, like when you're halfway through, they paid me half, and then they'd say, "Hey, we need to add this, this, and this on," and they want to try to get it for the same money. And then when you're finished, they don't want to pay for 3 weeks. And
yeah,
I've been in
and
some homes where they fed me and got me
yeah.
chicken shawarma, and they were real kind in that manner.
Oh yeah, dude, that's what all, like, well, not all, but 90% of my customers here and in Michigan, that's what I love about 90% of my customers. They all always feed me, offer me food. Sometimes it sucks because I'm a picky eater, and sometimes the food from their culture is just like, thank you, but no thank you. But then you don't want to be rude by turning it down,
Well,
like
a lot of
bull balls.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the chicken with the dill pickles in it, that's not my thing. It's kind of weird.
Balut. Oh, sweet balut.
Bullet. Oh, here's that video. So here's a little gist of what's going on. These guys love Hamas, which has been deemed a terrorist organization, whether people say it or not. Our government says they are. These people went to the university where kids were trying to go to school and learn, and they were blocking the doors, putting up tents, and not allowing kids to go to school. So this is a video of that happening. Where's the
And real quick, the last person you want to do work for is someone that has Biden Harris things in their front yard, because those people are just freaking crazy.
All right, so these guys.
Sharon Mercier. No, I was just saying aloha to Sharon and everyone else that came in. Jorge,
Yeah, much love.
George.
So these guys here are trying to get their charges dropped. 12 of them were arrested. Some of them for criminal activity, not just like misdemeanors. And all the mayors and stuff of Dearborn are all saying drop the charges and putting pressure on the prosecutor. So here's the clip of that. Let's see.
Their voices heard at U of M's Diag earlier this year.
Was it U of
11
M?
people are facing legal action in connection with those protests. Now, community leaders say demonstrators were exercising free speech under the First Amendment and in the wake of the war unfolding in the Middle East.
But Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says some of those protesters exhibited, quote, violent and criminal behavior.
Now listen to what
7
these
News
guys
Detroit
say.
reporter Carly Petrus is raising the voices of leaders and activists who gathered at the Dearborn Library today to deliver their own message.
Community leaders standing outside
Now that's
Dearborn
the
Public
library, Steve.
When it was the right time for my
Oh,
wife and I to launch our small business, we chose LegalZoom to create our LLC and business license. They made it so easy.
Library demanding Attorney General Dana Nessel drop the charges today.
Our students are not criminals. They're leaders.
These local leaders
criminal
are
leaders.
standing up today. For the University of Michigan students, Executive Director of American Muslim
Imagine trying to
Engagement
go to
Empowerment
school and these
Network,
guys won't let
Rex
you in.
Zarko, says they're being forced
Right.
to stand down.
They are the heart of our communities, the conscience of our society, and the torchbearers of change, as history has proven time and again in our country and beyond.
This comes just days after AG Nessel completed her review of the May University of Michigan
Hamas
protest
scarf.
incidents regarding the war in Gaza. Criminally charging 11 students and alumni.
Drop the charges against the students today, not tomorrow.
Leader of American Human Rights Council, Ahmad Hamad, disappointed in Nessel's decision.
Every day I open my WhatsApp and hope that I'm not receiving any news, any bad news.
And as someone born and raised in Gaza, physician Ala Ali, taking the AG's decision even more personally, describing the impact protests have here on his family and other Palestinians
Look at
living
the
over.
charges.
My brother.
Yeah, what are the charges? Body.
Let me go back.
And he said that some of them were taken,
And
If I
living
can
over.
freeze it
My
right
brother,
here.
the other day.
Raised in Gaza, physician Ala Ali,
When it
taking
pulls
the
up,
AG's
yeah. Let's play it a little
decision
more.
even more personally, describing the impact protests have here on his family and other
Maybe
Palestinians
this
living
isn't
over.
charges.
My brother.
It wasn't
The other
charges.
day called me when they started. He said that some of them were taken.
Official statement from the university president.
Yeah. He said, please
Communications
thank them for
University.
me. You're the only one standing by us.
So he's trying to
So it
make you
meant a
feel
lot
bad
to
for
them.
these
And when we
guys.
reached out to one of the students being charged, she says she has plans to speak out Friday.
Look at that scar. I mean, they're
And these
they're
community
deemed
leaders say they won't stop fighting
terrorist
until these charges are
organization
dropped.
in the U.S.
Reporting in Dearborn.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. There is I'm all for freedom of speech and your First Amendment, 1,000%. But there's a big difference between freedom of speech and impeding people from going about their First Amendment
Exactly.
right. So if
Exactly.
you're impeding people from exercising their First Amendment rights, then you aren't exercising your First Amendment right. You are impeding other people's First Amendment. So yeah, there's a big difference there.
If I'm trying to get a hamburger at a hamburger shop and you're blocking the door and I can't get a hamburger because you want to speak your mind and have freedom of speech, you are impeding me from my freedom of speech or
From your freedoms to
freedom
go
of
about
movement or
your
the
liberty
pursuit of happiness. Yeah.
in your pursuit of happiness. Exactly. If you want to do that and stand out there with signs so people can see you and they can see and you have signs of how you feel about it. Yeah. But you can't block them from getting an education. You can't block them from living their life and doing what they want to do.
No, and we're sending our daughters and our sons aren't scared, but I mean our daughters coming out of school and they got 400 of these protesters right by the door and they're trying to get to their cars and they're scared to death.
Right.
Because there's there was 17 arrests or whatever, and there's a history of violence. So that's one thing going on 20 minutes down the road from me, and that's at a library that is named Carolyn Kennedy Library, which is a famous library in Dearborn. Remember that, Steve? It used to have the fountains out front with the colored water shooting up, and
Oh yeah.
just look at the name of the library, Carolyn Kennedy. They'd be turning over in their graves. And
Yeah, no shit, right?
that was the same place where they had the big news thing where the guy was saying "Death to America, Death to Israel" right in front of the library, right next to the police station, and nobody shut it down.
Yeah, that's yeah. How are you gonna say death to America?
That's not free speech.
Dude, what if you went, I don't know, what if you went to Gaza and said death to Gaza? What do you think would happen to you?
Imagine us going to Iran and standing in front of their institution where people learn and blocking their door. Dude, they would tear us to pieces.
Yep.
So it's a double standard. We all know that. But this is where I live, 20 minutes away. So I'm trying to get out of here and head up north somewhere. So
That's why when Nate sent me that video like 2 days ago, I was like, or 3 days ago, I was like, dude, aren't you glad we got the out of there when we did, man? Crazy. It's like a war zone.
when you watch TV, right, and you watch all this fighting and hatred and violence in the Middle East, right? Why would you leave there and come here where you can have money and the pursuit of happiness and the American dream and try to make it like the place you just left?
Exactly. Like you leave where you're from because of those reasons, and then you go somewhere where it's not like that, but you try to make it the same way. Like you should have just stayed where you were at. Why? Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense.
So yep, that's going on. There's a bunch of other stuff going on. There's some madness going on. We have the Detroit Lions here in Detroit, and the coach is Dan Campbell. By the way, he looks like me. He's like my brother. But
I like how you say that because a lot of people say it looks like Dan Campbell. People say that I look like him, but you did it the right way. You were like, he looks like me.
that's right. And people
I'm
ask me
serious.
all the time. They do. They ask me.
I'm being dead serious though, because most people would say they look like the other person, but the right answer is no. That person looks like me. I don't look like them.
Exactly. So speaking of him, he's had to sell his house now. When the Lions lost, these psycho whatever, I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're liberals, Republicans, nothings, found where he lives and are now coming on his property. So he's had to sell his home. So this is
Damn.
another little gem I found today.
Where was the one that he had to sell? Where was that at? What part of
I think it was Bloomfield Hills.
Bloomfield? I was gonna say Bloomfield, Rochester. That's where a lot of the
So
Farmington.
this is Dan Campbell here. Let me see if I can blow it up.
Dude, everyone has seen Dave too. Tell me this guy doesn't look like Dave.
Can you see it? Oh, it's not up.
I can see it down
There
below.
it is.
There you go.
All
Tell me
right.
that this guy doesn't look like Dave.
That's my buddy.
Crazy. Oh wait, hold on. Let me and then dude, that's nuts. That is nuts, man.
That's my brother.
That's your doppelganger for
Okay,
sure.
so I think I scrolled it down too far, but the title is, can you read it now? Yeah, Lions coach Dan Campbell selling his house to seek more privacy. That's putting it nicely. He was having people come on his property because after they lost last year. They got into the playoffs, got deep in there, and then they lost by like 3 points, and everyone got so mad that they're storming on his property. As if it's his fault that the team didn't do well.
Well, that's what crazy to me about that is that to be into sports that I mean, unless you lost, even if you did lose a butt ton of money, it's still, don't be gambling that much money on a sports game. But to I hate using this word, but to storm his house or whatever, like, dude, there's
I
the
mean,
players too. It's
like,
just a
leave the guy
game.
alone. He came here and got us to the playoffs. Leave the guy alone. We've never won a Super Bowl in 57 something years.
Oh, never, and
Never even
never.
been to one.
I mean, before they did win a championship, before there was such thing as the Super Bowl, but since the Super Bowl wasn't invented, then it doesn't count. So they've never won a Super Bowl.
So there's lots of weird stuff going on here. The migrant thing in Ohio. I don't know if you guys heard this one.
Oh, the cats. Oh, meow.
Okay, everyone's saying it's a lie that they're eating cats. Okay, but I'm not saying they're eating cats. YouTube, by the way, I think that's disgusting, and I would never do it unless I went to a Chinese restaurant and was
Well,
fooled
man,
by it. But
you don't like to eat a little pussy here and there. Come on, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Man. Over the line. I'm sorry. What's up, Keebler? Aloha.
yeah, hey Keebler. So anyway, I guess in Ohio, supposedly they dropped off like 20,000 people in Springfield, Ohio.
Springfield. Yep.
Yeah, and these, like, you got these vets coming out like, what? I've lived here all my life. At every corner, there's like 5, 6 people coming in the shop stealing. You can't talk to them because they don't speak English. You can't help them when they come into the store. You can't sell them medicine. You can't treat their medical wounds. You can't talk. They speak Creole. I don't even know what Creole is. It's like, I think it's a Haitian
Yeah, it's
language.
like a Haitian. It's Haitian, but like a pigeon Haitian.
A pigeon Haitian.
No, because like here they call it pigeon talk.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought you were
it's
kidding.
like slang, like a slang, I guess. They call it like
Okay.
slang in Detroit, but here it's pigeon. So it's like Haitian, but really slang Haitian. So it's not proper Haitian, it's improper Haitian.
I got that somewhere. I'll find it. But so there was some other stuff we've been fighting for here in Michigan. I was telling all you guys about them taking from New York, bringing radioactive waste in and like trucking it into Van Buren Township, which isn't.
But look, they're eating the cats. They're eating cats.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
and
didn't
back
mean
to
to
the
cut you
cats. Yeah, I should have finished the cats, but
No,
I'm
I didn't mean to
ADHD.
cut you off. I had the Trump voice in my head, so I had to do
I
it.
love it. It's huge. So from what I heard from watching the police blotter and all that stuff, is more than there was an actual guy eating, unfortunately, a cat or dog, but there was other instances. Haitians believe in voodoo and certain rituals, and they were sacrificing animals in Ohio because it's a standard practice. Some of them in Haiti, they do that stuff. Like there's witch doctors and all that kind of stuff. We're in America. We don't understand that, but they do that there. Do the chicken and the dancing and roll the bones. They do that stuff. Not all of them, but that was the
It's
explanation I got.
part of their culture, in a way.
But the guy was eating a raw cat, so I don't think
The
that's
one
normal.
who's so far away. Voodoo, voodoo.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is the guy. This is a real quick clip. Oh shit! First, I gotta hit present. A.
Found one video I seen on the Hodge twins the other day. It was there it is. All right. Oh, here's yours.
So loud enough?
It's just really, really outrageous.
No, it's kind of low.
I just
That's as loud as I
every
can
day I
go.
get up and I feel less secure in my own little community that I was born in. It's just not right. It's like they have 2/3 or 1/3 of our population now. And
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I
1/3
mean
of the
they just dumped them
population
on us.
of his
They were
town.
dropping buses off out here. You could
Dang.
see them walking down the street with their phone and their little
Bussing
patches
them
in their
in and
hand.
dropping whole
And you know,
buses.
I don't discriminate against anybody, but I don't care if they drop 20,000 of Mexicans in here or 20,000 Irishmen in here. It's too much of one person. Okay, we can't take it anymore. It's really getting that bad. Now I know there's a lot of people who think differently, but the true people right here in this town, they're tired of it. They're really tired of it. And you go to
The other white meat.
Anyway, yeah, so that's that dude.
So here, check this out real quick. But it's from Hodge Twins, but I got it muted. I don't want copyright or anything. But
Yeah.
and again, close your eyes if you're squeamish. This is obviously in a different country. It's probably part of their culture. I don't know, but what the hell is going on here?
We don't condone this.
What are you
Drinking milk?
I mean, she's well dressed, so it doesn't seem like, you know.
She's drinking milk.
I hope it's milk. I hope that's the right nipple. You know what I'm saying?
What are we watching?
That's what I was asking.
Look
What
at
are
the
we
flies on her and stuff. You see, like the flies.
That was
I
an
bet this
udder.
smells
It's an
amazing
udder.
right there.
Yeah, there's 2 udders, so thank God it was 2 udders. But still, that's yeah.
That's nasty. You nasty twin.
Oh my God! No, they were udders, Creek. There was 2. I saw them swinging as she walked away, but whew, I think it was a
But
female.
why?
So,
But
well, it had to be
don't
a
you
female, right?
Don't you just squeeze them and then the milk comes out? And then why are you putting your mouth on?
Well, not down there in Haiti. We get on the ground and suck on them udders.
Check this short out too. This is shit. Is it muted?
Dude, it can't be clean for one thing.
Here, listen to this. This is perfect, man.
You know, it's just good to see everybody having a good time. The country's almost back to normal before World War III.
Right.
COVID was just so strange. We lost a lot of people during COVID, and most of them are still alive.
Oh, it's so true though, right? It's so true.
That's a banger right there.
Hey, Patricia Milia audience. Aloha audit. I said audience. Patricia Milia.
Hey, you
audit.
idiot. No, we're kidding. Thanks for
No,
being here. We
aloha.
appreciate
Good
it.
to see you. Aloha. And
What
aloha
was
everyone
that?
else that has come in that I may have missed. That was
Rumsky?
one long single nipple.
Creek? Yeah. She really wanted it. When I first looked at it, of course, it looked weird, but you could see, right? Doesn't a cow have to be a female? I guess I feel stupid right now, but doesn't a cow have to be a female to have udders? I have no idea.
I think so. I think,
Right?
yeah.
Do
I
bulls
don't
have
know
udders?
either.
I don't think so. That's just me. I don't know. Hey, Rome.
Rome's in his house. And so
Oh,
is
you
Gypsy
guys.
Auditor UK. Aloha, brother.
I got to get back to the dude with the head injury, huh?
Oh yeah, now we got over 20 people in here. So yeah, again, if anyone's squeamish, close your eyes.
Yeah, no
And this
kids
is just
allowed.
for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, this guy's walking around Nashville. Let me make sure.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. I find it. I can't find it. I'll find it. Keep talking.
Hey, Creek, he's switching to Mexican Creek. Mexican Creek for the night, Holmes. You ever had that Mexican Creek? I
Yeah,
got
I don't-
one to play, but it's a little bit longer. But yeah, It's all about only a few bad apples. There's only a few bad apples. But
oh, you're gonna get into that stuff again.
no, I'm gonna wait for yours.
You're gonna be surprised. I actually have one. I actually have a cop video. Let's see, where is it
Gypsy,
at?
right on, Gypsy. I'm sure you did, but I haven't heard from you since Sunday. You hit your 30, right? 30K subscribers.
Beautiful. Congrats.
I went from 2.9 to I'm almost at 4K. So shout out to all my new subscribers.
All right, here we go, guys. If you're squeamish,
yeah.
close your eyes. This guy's walking around Nashville with a bad
You were
haircut.
warned. You were warned, and it's not a bad haircut. Yeah, look closely. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Take a look.
Oh my God, man! Oh hell no!
This guy, they tried to take him to the hospital. He refused to go to the hospital because he couldn't bring his vape inside.
I'll just let half my skull and my brain.
Just pay attention to the hairline at the top.
While I'm
And
picking
there's something missing in there, guys.
brain.
Yeah.
Why you picking bugs out of your brain? Well, because I can't vape in the hospital, so I'm not gonna have it looked at.
Let's just. I'm gonna stop it right when we can get a good view of it. You guys be the judge.
That's what I said, top spin. What the is that?
All right, guys.
That's his skull
Okay.
and his brain.
Okay, look at the hair. How high the hair is in the back. Right under the hair is the skull. So
Yep.
guess what's missing in there? Now, from what I read, he got, I don't know how to say this on here. So a projectile was fired,
Oh, okay.
apparently.
A
And
pew
he
pew.
would not go to the hospital because he couldn't take his vape in. I would have forcibly taken him in if I were them, but yeah.
Rumsky. That's from wearing headphones too long. Oh, that's great.
I mean, can you imagine walking down the street and seeing that and be like, dude, you
I
need to go to
would
the hospital.
if I seen that in person, I'd probably puke.
Oh, yeah, that was really bad. Oh, when I saw that, I just was like, wow.
But now that you said pew pew, that makes a lot more sense too.
You know what the worst part of the whole video was? Is that when he reached up there into his brain or whatever it was and took a
And he
piece,
picked something out. Yeah. But
and he's like looking at it, and I'm thinking, is this guy a vegetable at this point? Is he just walking around like Night of the Living Dead? Does he even know he's alive?
right. It's
I'm closing that one. That one's gone forever.
I mean, we got what, over 20 people in here. Let's see. We got a few new people in here too. Aloha and welcome. Let's see. I'm going to get
Right, Rome.
what Rome say.
He's removing memories he didn't want.
There you go. Hardcore copper aloha. He's washing away the bad. Yeah, he's washing away the bad thoughts. Here we go. Ready? 5 random gifted memberships. I get 5 a month.
I better get one.
That'd be awesome if you did right when you said that. Dub Wubs, right on. JS Urban. Baby Love. I haven't seen Baby Love in a while.
Baby Love.
Toy. Hippie G-May. Right on.
Hippie G-May.
Hippie G-May.
Is it hippie grandma? Like Jima? Or is it hippie
I haven't seen Hippie G. I always said G-May, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen Hippie G-May in a while either.
So seriously, guys, what would you do if you seen homie walking down the street missing the front half of his brain?
Damn headbangers.
I mean, remember that commercial? This is your brain on drugs.
Right? Yeah. No shit. Right?
That would have been perfect.
That damn heavy metal music. You're killing yourself. Look at this guy.
I mean, I laugh and everything, but it's really sad that somebody's not making this guy go into the hospital and like get that bandaged and everything and check it out. So, I mean, it's gonna get an infection or some crazy something.
Like I said earlier, man, they need to do like they do in the wild with animals. They just need to hit them with a blow dart with sedatives in it to knock them out, bring them in the hospital. Dakota Hayes, aloha.
He's in the house. Just wanted to remind you guys that while you're here, if you could to support the channel, if you guys could hit that thumbs up for us, that we appreciate all you guys being here. Helps the channel, helps push the message, algorithm, it's that kind of stuff.
The algorithm is hungry, and it is our duty to feed it.
And we want to get crazier content on here, and that requires like, some support. So we want to be like Ginger Billy and be making vehicles.
Yeah. Did you, real quick? Oh, well, Ginger Billy, by the way, I was like, man, he said 2 weeks ago he was putting in the mail on Thursday. So it'd be 2 weeks today. And I'm like, when's this thing going to show up? And then just last night he emailed me and said, I'll pull it up in a minute and read it. But real quick, you see what Dakota Hayes said? She said, damn, need a warning. I about spit out my drink when he said, don't cows need to be female to have udders? Tell me you're a city guy without telling me you're a city guy.
I'm a city guy. Okay.
That's funny.
It's assumed you'd have to be female to have teats.
And true that, Dakota, every day above ground is definitely a damn good day.
That reminds me of the Fockers, where he said you can milk anything with teats. He goes, Greg, why don't you milk me, Greg? Come and milk me. Remember Robert De Niro? He's like, come and milk me, Greg. You're gonna milk me.
Right, yeah. You're gonna milk me, Greg.
That was the best.
And speaking of a damn good day, now that William Gramer is here, we know it's gonna be a damn good show.
Well, we got a good start on it. We've had guys with no brains. We've had protesters. We've had psychos.
Well, we've had guys with no brains on here for 57 minutes. Oh, you were talking about the clip. I thought you meant us.
That's true. That's true. If I only had a brain.
Like on Kingpin, we don't have a bowl. I'm going to go brush my teeth.
Another topic I forgot I wanted to talk about real quick. I've got a nephew. I don't know if you remember Steve, my brother, James, and his son Jacob.
Yeah.
I can't tell you exactly what he does, but he works for the US military and weapons systems of some sort or another. And he's in Israel right now. In Tel Aviv, staying at a hotel, and in the daytime he's working on military equipment. He runs some of the stuff, programs and whatever. I can't get into it, but and he's going to Greece and Cyprus next. But so keep him in your prayers because it's getting pretty crazy over there. They're lobbing missiles back and forth, and he's in the middle of all that stuff. So I would appreciate any prayers and thoughts for him. He's a great kid. He has no fear. He reminds me of us when we were young, Steve.
Right.
Like,
well, I don't know. It's not that we didn't have fear. I think we were just too stupid to even know what fear was.
I never thought I was gonna die until I hit 17 or unalive but at 17, then I'm like, I'm not gonna make it to 21.
Right.
Well, before that, I thought I could never unalive, Nothing could ever happen.
Shout out to Indy, Independent Men United, Aloha sister, and
Indeed.
drop that link for tomorrow, Indy, because Indy was taking a break from her streams on Friday, but I believe it's tomorrow. She'll be
Yep.
back. Guess who's back? Indy's back.
And
Back
Indy,
again.
I
Drop
just
that
wanted to
link. Drop that link. Drop
congratulate
that link.
Indy on your singing last night that I heard. For the
Yes.
first time I heard you sing, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was back and forth between Axe and Creek. I'm not gonna lie, because I love them both, but I heard
Somebody
it.
save me.
Much
She didn't
love.
lost.
Yeah, much love.
Shout out to Anarchy Television too. Aloha, brother. Wingnut. Wingnut. Wingnut.
When Steve
But
started singing, I thought like the cats were dying in
I know,
Ohio.
dude. I tried to not do good
I'm
because
so
I didn't
kidding, dude.
want to sing to begin with. I was like, man, I just got off work. I didn't come here to sing. I came here to
I
support.
didn't hear you sing, brother, but I was
That's
kidding.
good. That's good.
I was trying to tie that into the Ohio cat and dog thing, but
I was singing and I'm like, instead of me actually singing, all you hear is, they're eating the cats. Okay. Oh my God, people. They're eating the cats.
yeah, guys, make sure to check this out. 50th show. It's going to be a bash, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Open panel conversation. So bring your thoughts.
Yep. And
Oh,
again,
no.
shout out to your nephew too, Dave. That's yeah, that's crazy. That's what he's
You know,
up
I'm so
against.
blessed, because I'm so blessed, and I'm not bragging. My kids are all very successful, and my nephews and nieces are successful. And just the fact that, okay, within 1 month, my nephew drove up in a new Dodge Charger from the job that he got, and it was like paid. And I'm like, wow, bro, you're doing excellent. I'm so proud of him. Well, like I said, he's in harm's way. There's missiles lobbing back and forth, and I do worry about him. He was supposed to come home today, but they made him stay a couple extra days for some reason. And then he's going to check out Greece, and I've been getting some cool pictures my brother showed me of different places he's visiting there. Really cool artwork, and cathedrals, and like the tombs and all that stuff in Israel. Pretty sweet.
You know why off of what Rome 13 said, you know why pirates are called pirates? Because they just are.
So stupid.
Oh,
I love you. Oh,
Arr, matey.
all right. So here, I don't know if I want to show you this one now. I was talking to you about that radioactive waste stuff that they were trying to bring into Michigan, and what happened was I think it was the governor and somebody else is actually suing to keep it out of Michigan. Now the waste they're trying to bring in from New York into Michigan is going to Van Buren Township, and the land that it's going onto is called Niagara Falls, believe it or not. And so this is the waste from the Manhattan Project. If you guys know what that is, I think that's where they made the first atomic bomb. So this is actual dirt and water and stuff from that area where they tested the first atomic bomb. And they want to bring it here into Michigan, where we have the most fresh water out of anywhere else in the United States, and bury it not too far from our water systems. And all of us are scratching our heads going, why are you doing this, man? Why here? So
Yeah, why and why anywhere? Why are you like
right? And as I dug deeper, and I went to work and I told everyone what they were doing, and to send emails out, and I got kind of like an activist thing, because I was getting mad, dude. I'm like, this is my water. This could be getting into groundwater. This is radioactive material moving through your cities, down your streets. And how do you know if that's leaching out into the area around the truck, or how do you know?
exactly?
So Even at the scrap yards in Michigan now, there are radioactive detectors that you have to drive through while you're on the scale bringing in the metal, and they detect for radiation going into the scrap yards.
Damn.
So it's getting weird here, man. Getting
Yeah,
weird.
like
But
they didn't already, like they don't already have enough problems with Flint and their water.
that's another cluster, isn't it?
Even without the water, just Flint alone, that's not a city you want to go to. And then the water on top of that.
And what they did, you heard what they did to combat that? They gave everybody a water filter.
Ooh, how nice of them.
Right?
So
Don't dig
generous.
up the pipes and give them new pipes, but just here's a water filter. Hopefully you can install it. It's so stupid. I was hoping Trump would
Yeah.
speak on that because he was in Michigan, I believe, today or yesterday. What do you
Well,
think?
you know what it is we wanted to dig up the pipes, okay? We wanted to, but we had to put the money in our bank, so we just gave them a water filter. They'll be
It's too
fine.
much. It's just too much money. It's too much. Let them all die.
What's
On
up,
life.
Tiger Blast? Pressure washing, aloha. You live in Michigan too, right on? Aloha
Welcome in,
from
brother.
a native Michigander, but it's been 15 years since I lived there, so I got the hell out.
That's a great question, Topspin. That is a great question because Flint is a lot like Detroit as far as the people and criminality and stuff. It's a lot like Detroit, and
Yes.
I believe that's why they're dragging their feet on the water because it's a low income, poverty stricken area. If it was a rich area, it'd probably already be fixed.
I heard Grand Rapids is turned ghetto too. I don't know
Yeah.
how true it is, but I just heard Grand Rapids is like turning into another Detroit.
Well, the problem is they're shipping these people in from the border and dropping them off all over the place. They like a whole bus full. They'll just bring them up north somewhere and drop them in the middle of nowhere, and they have these camps out in the woods. And none of them can speak English. You can't help any of them. You can't speak to them. You can't even tell them, "Hey, don't come on my property," because they don't understand what you're saying. They don't understand English.
Yeah, that'd be messed up. Imagine going to a different country and then they're telling you in their language, like, you take one more step, I'm open firing, and you're just like, I don't know what they're saying. Boom. You know.
And hopefully that doesn't happen. But people up north are kind of like Southerners.
Mm-hmm.
Southerners don't like when people come on their land.
Whatever happened to this land is your land, this land is mine.
As long as you assimilate, come over the border. My bad. I had to add that part because, I mean, if you can't speak English and you're here, how do you expect to get help in this place, man?
Yeah, how do you expect to advance? You have to.
At
Yeah,
least
I
if
don't
you
know.
go through the border, you can learn English and how to talk to people or get help.
If I were going to a different country that didn't speak English and I knew I was going to be there, even if I was only going to be here for, let's say, 2 months, I would
Yeah.
still learn enough to be able to communicate a little bit with other people rather
Thank-
than just going in blindfolded.
Yeah, like imagine going to Russia, right, and stepping off the plane and you get sick and have to go to the hospital and you can't speak to anybody and you can't understand what they're
Yeah.
saying
And they don't know what you're saying, and yeah.
and so do you think the Russians would get you an interpreter? Or maybe you could use the phone, the phone app,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah, that's true.
but it's unfortunate because you don't really give those people a chance to make it here. If they're not getting the help they need, they're just getting dropped off. if I'd be scared if I was them, just getting dropped off somewhere, not knowing what to expect and being stuck in the woods somewhere. And because up north, it's nothing but hunting and stuff. They're gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, it's that and like I kind of miss up north, man, because everyone's like respectful towards each other and you mind your own business, you know.
Yeah, I love my neighbors up there, man. They're about a quarter mile. Our nearest neighbor's about a quarter mile, but they wave when they go by, and they might bring you a banana bread or something, and you might go over there and as they go somewhere and watch their cow for a couple of days, make sure they're fed. Or it's just nice place. And I should know if a male and female had udders. I'm so sorry I didn't know that. That is embarrassing, but I never played with udders before. So, have you ever milked a cow, Steve?
No, never milked a
Yeah, so
cow.
I wouldn't know. What did you think? Did you think a bull could have udders?
I didn't. I've never even thought about it. I don't know.
I mean,
I literally never even thought about it.
okay,
That's why
so
when you said it, I was like, I don't know.
she's all right. HCC says male cow does have an udder. So apparently,
And not
okay,
what you're thinking.
do they produce milk as well as the female then?
But she also said, and not what you're thinking.
Well, I'm not thinking it's a wiener.
What's up, Freedom Redbird? Aloha.
Hey, Brenda's in the house.
You know what I was thinking about the other day, which is weird, is like how the whole race thing when people are like, like for example, like let's say you're Mexican or you're Filipino or you're Chinese or you're any of that, and then someone from your ethnicity makes it big, then you're automatically like, yeah, that's my people, that's
All right. Yeah.
white people don't have that if you think about it, because white people are all mixes of different, like, just because we have lighter colored skin, it's not like, you know what I mean? Everyone's got a different background. Like I'm Polish, German, American Indian, French, and then there's other white guys that have none of that. So it's like you can't look at another white person and be like, "Yeah, that's my people." It's like, I don't know, we're just all mutts.
We got to have this story told one day right here. Because I've
At a
ridden a bull in a bar before.
I remember that shit.
On
Remember
full
that over
blast.
in
Oh yeah,
I forgot the name of the place, but yeah, remember that bar?
At that country, yeah, man. Remember
Yeah.
that? Remember I had to sign a waiver.
Yeah. We
And
used
I
to get
rode
in there
that.
when we weren't even 21 yet. We used to get in there.
Oh, yeah. Remember they had the black lights, and if you wore white, you'd be glowing. It was sweet. And then they'd have like line dancing, and I rode
Yeah,
that
line
bull,
dancing,
dude.
the mechanical bull. They had that punching thing to see how hard you could hit. Freaking.
I was on that bull, man. I rode it as fast as it could go and never fell off. And then once I got off, I was so spinning from the tequila that I fell down onto the poor pit. But everybody was clapping. I just remember like, yeah, you rode the bull. And then there I went, boom, right over.
I think I lasted 14 seconds. As
I
soon as they
never
turned
let
it up
go,
to the
bro.
next, it started slowing. I'm like, this ain't shit. And then it went a little faster. And I was like, well, okay. And then when they went to the next one, I was just like,
Hey, New Image. Good to see you.
New Image, aloha.
Yeah, especially when the bull started doing the 360s and the bucking. That was hard because you had to lean
Right.
into it or you were done.
You're going in circles and yeah.
Do you see any of those videos with these chicks trying to ride the bull and then it bucks from behind and they end up going forward over the face of the bull and they just get splattered up against, and you have to sign a waiver before you get on it too, saying you won't sue the bar or whatever if you get injured. So you're taking your life in your hands at that point. Let's see, New Image. New image in hand. Yeah, I haven't seen you before. Look
Who's
at
that?
Brenda. Brenda's been riding the bulls. Didn't that bull have a head? I can't remember if the bull had a head at the bar.
No, it didn't. It did. It was just it was just like a thing you sat on and it had something to hold on to, and that was it. There was no head.
All I know is that night I named tequila. I gave it a new name called Tequila. Went outside and like Ralphed my brains out. Yeah, this is
Doink.
this
She
is
didn't
it.
even try.
She's
See, that's like the
nowhere.
one. That's what the one looked like. That, like,
Yep. Yeah. Goodbye.
why would you have two people on it? Look how slow it's going too.
He broke the motor, dude.
Dude, it's super hard if you've been drinking, man. Yeah.
Okay, Dakota, we'll see you in a minute. Yep, that's what happens to almost every one of them. They just go right over the front. The first buck and they're done. Boom. She's like, I can do this. Nope.
Oh, and they didn't even. It just went in circle. They didn't even buck it.
Yeah,
At
see
least this
that
guy's
that's
trying.
nothing because ours was like, yeah, ours was tripping. She's doing
Yeah,
pretty
this is
good.
super slow compared to what. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, dang. Sign the paper. Don't let her on it. It's a reindeer or something.
Doink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That kid's
He's
ready. He
putting
even
one
got his
hand up.
hand in the air.
He's like,
He
let
was
me
like,
off.
nope.
No, it moved.
Nope.
What was that?
That's funny.
It started bouncing.
Oh, dude,
my.
he broke it.
Okay, so. Oh, she pooped her pants. Oh, it was the lighting,
She
dude.
let go. Oh, hey, at least she held on.
That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, come on. You know how fast my
Oh,
bull was
wow.
going? Yeah, my bull was going.
No, but it was also going in circles like that, just that fast as it was, but also going.
Yeah, mine was fast, way faster than that, and bucking. Goodbye.
She didn't. It didn't. Oh,
We'll,
right away,
we'll
bam.
give that a 2.6. What do you think, chat? Can you rate that one? Oh, God.
Yeah, see how that one right there was doing that? That right there?
Yes, that's what it
And
was
then
doing.
and spinning in circles at the same time. That's what Dave was doing.
Oh, yeah, that was, I called it a crotch rocket.
You know it's not gonna be good when they can't even get on it.
1.5 on that one. God.
Nah, face first.
You can just tell the ones that are already drunk when they started.
Look at that's going slow right there, and then she just.
I wish they'd let.
Oh,
Oh,
that took her front tooth out.
yeah, that's
Wow.
why they have you sign the paper.
Yep. Yeah, because otherwise they'd have lawsuit after lawsuit.
That's
I
good
chipped my
stuff.
tooth. You got to pay for it. No, don't. You got up there on your own free will. Shit, some places you even got to pay for it.
That was crazy. When you were telling me about Hawaii having karaoke bars, like actual places to go and eat, not like a bar, but a legitimate
Well,
place that's only karaoke and food. I thought that was really cool, but except for you had to pay for the songs. But
yeah, you got to pay $1 a song, which is still crazy to me because I mean, my entire life in Michigan or any other state I've been to with karaoke, it's just the bar or the restaurant or the bowling alley or whatever that has it, they pay the karaoke dude to come set up. And then and then when I got here, they're like, oh, it's $1 a song. I'm like, what? Huh? What do you mean $1 a song? I got to pay to sing a song.
Right. Well, they're probably making you pay, like if you're really bad and they got to hear it, then they may. What if you're really good? Would they still make you pay?
Yeah, no, you got to pay up front before they even play the song. Got to pay that dollar.
They do that
Yeah,
in
we got
Korea, I
buy
believe.
me. We got buy me. I call them drinky or buy me drinky drink bars, and
Ah.
it's not a strip club. It's not a nudie bar, but it's a bar for gentlemen, and the girls that walk around are. It's like you're in a strip bar, and basically they just hit on you and flirt with you, and then but you got to buy them a drink. But like your drink, like I said, I get a beer, it's like $7 or whatever. And then
Mhm.
they're like hitting on you and like, oh, you want to buy me a drink? And then you're like, oh, okay, I'll get you a drink. And they're like, $38. It's like she got the same drink as I got. What do you mean $38?
I always wonder why they call them gentlemen's clubs.
Yeah, because gentlemen don't go there.
No.
You know what I mean?
Oh, look, Andy said the same thing. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
really?
I'm saying. Yeah.
I see. Yeah,
Great minds.
gentlemen, right? Exactly. Gentlemen.
Steve, real quick, pulling this up. Remember, I was talking to you about top 10 companies that own Google and YouTube, and we were talking about BlackRock and let's see, what were they? Banks, a bunch of banks. I pulled this article up today, and it's awfully small, so I don't think I can read it. It says Microsoft. Check this out. Microsoft and BlackRock want to raise $100 billion to emancipate themselves from the shackles of insufficient power and increase data centers for their ambitious AI dreams.
Hold on, wait. I gotta soak that in.
All right, so
100
Microsoft and
billion
BlackRock,
to
yeah.
emancipate them. Basically,
You know what they're saying
emancipate
there, right?
themselves from what they, yeah.
They're saying they want more power and they're raising money to skirt the law and they want more power. What a shocker.
Dude, they already own the country, if not the world. That's
Well,
why
they
I laugh
own,
at government. The government doesn't, the president isn't in charge.
they own Google and they own YouTube. And when we're on here talking, you best believe that they know who's who and what we
Yeah.
speak of. So I
And
thought that was crazy.
don't forget to hit that like button, everyone that just came in.
Hit that like button. Smack it.
You can do it. You can do it. Mr. Bro 94 production.
You remember that guy who bought the Tesla, the new Cybertruck? He's like a Chechen guy, like that warlord, and he mounted a 50 cal on the top of it.
No, I don't think I've
Did you
seen
hear the
that.
story of that? I don't know if you can find it, but it's like a Chechen leader who he's involved with Putin, like he's his right hand guy. Well, he bought a Cybertruck, cut a hole in the roof, and then mounted a 50 cal on it, and then showed the video.
Damn.
I didn't even realize you were playing the video, dude. I'm on the other page.
No, it's just background. I got it muted.
Wow.
But a 50 cal, dude, you ever shot a 50? Well, I'm sure you have.
Well, to shoot a 50 cal, guys, just so you know, it's like $5 a bullet.
Yep. But I enjoyed it, put it that way.
So what's 100 bullets is how much money?
I don't know, $500. I don't know. I'm not good with math.
Five times
See,
10, $50. Yeah, so
yeah, 100 be
500.
500,
Yeah,
right?
$500 for 100 rounds. This kid. See, I feel like these are weak bulls compared to what I rode.
Well, the person controlling them is just, they're not. What I don't like is they either go in circle or they do the riding, like
Oh, yeah,
that was
there you
doing
go.
both. That one was doing both at the same time. What the
Oh,
hell?
my
Come on,
Lord.
man.
She's going to squash you, bro.
Break the motherfucker,
Oh.
man.
And you know what's crazy is they're not taking like the rein. I wrapped that sucker around my hand and balled it up in my fist when I rode it. I didn't just
Right?
hold
Yeah,
the
you
rope.
gotta. Yeah, well, I'm guarantee you most of them were 3 sheets to the wind, 4 or 5
Yeah.
sheets to the wind, except the
Well,
kids.
yeah, that's true. They do have to go easy with minors. I don't know why, but that reminded me of the Biden hairy legs. Go easy with minors.
I got hairy legs.
Do we have that one, or is that on Creeks?
I thought we had it.
I got
It might
hairy
be on
legs.
Creeks.
I feel good.
Yeah, I don't see it. I can't
Nah,
believe
yeah,
we don't have it.
it's got to be Creeks. Yeah.
Oh,
Gay.
What
the hell you say?
all right. Well, that sucks. I love that one.
The one that scares me is this.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever have that, God bless you, and I hope you feel better.
So the reason I was getting to that story about the Chechen leader with the 50 cal, right? Elon Musk did something to him, and I didn't know you could do this, but he actually shut down his car. Check this out. All right, let me bring it up.
Elon shut the dude's Tesla down.
Check this out. Chechen leader Kadyrov says Musk remotely disabled his Cybertruck because he was flaunting it all over the place, like on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok, and he was showing it off how he had taken a Tesla and mounted the 50 cal. So apparently, there's a way to remotely shut off the Cybertruck. And if you still want a Cybertruck, rethink it, because he can shut your car off.
Well, that's why they want everyone to have electric vehicles too, because of the computer chips. And same thing, you're controlled. That way, the government has 100% control. Everyone has an electric vehicle. Well, government control. If they wanted, they could shut everybody's shit off. Only people that still be driving is someone with an older vehicle, gas powered, that doesn't have a computer chip in it.
What is going on? If I had mushrooms, I'd feel good.
Me too. Me 3.
I'd probably be super paranoid. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, yeah, 50-50 for me. It's either I'd be super paranoid or I'd be super and zen, just like, yeah.
I totally agree, Tops, man.
Oh, real quick, much love and aloha, Freedom Redbird.
Night, Brenda. Stop drinking that hard liquor. That's bad for you, girl. Wendy told on you last night. I'm just letting you know. Told me you were hitting the sauce.
Salsa.
Hit sauce. Yeah, I guess Wendy and Brenda were having a live the other night, and I think that Wendy fell during the live going into the kitchen or something and cut her hand open. They ended the live early.
Oh shit! She all right?
I'm not. I know she's okay, but I don't know if she got the stitches or whatever. But apparently, it was pretty deep. So, you guys, I wanted to throw her link up, but I think I closed the window.
Brenda says everybody knows.
Well, whatever. I'm late. I'm one day late to the party.
I didn't know just now, but I've been real busy for the past week. So I haven't. I mean, even today, I just got home 15 minutes before we came on.
Yeah, but I think we had about 6 minutes to get ready for the show.
Yep.
And I spent it trying to turn my brightness down.
Yeah, well, you got a legitimate excuse though. It's you got a different computer, so.
Yeah, my computer actually, the power supply went out. I got another one, and then part of the motherboard burned, so it has glitches in it now. So I got all new stuff, but I haven't had time because I work too much to get over there and have it put together. So went over to Mom's tonight, and we had a coupon for Jet's Pizza there, Steve.
Oh, Jets Pizza, dude, the barbecue chicken. Oh man.
We got the super special, right? It comes with ham, pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, green pepper, and we had a coupon for any pizza half off. So we got the party tray because me and my brother are greedy. We got the party tray, which is like 36 pieces of pizza, and it was like 5 toppings. And I think we both ate like 5 or 6 pieces.
Damn.
I don't
Dude,
never
I
eat
don't
5 or 6
remember.
pieces.
I think the last time I had Jets Pizza was in 2020 when I was back there. Dude, I love Jets Pizza, man. That deep dish, the barbecue chicken deep dish. Oh, my
yeah.
mouth is watering right now just thinking about it. It's so good.
There's bacon and onions. I don't normally get the onions, but it's good with the bacon and the chicken. Yeah, I'm getting fatter.
Oh, Andy just brought something up that I just heard about yesterday. Yeah, did you hear about that? Like 3,000 pagers exploding?
Yeah, and Indy, I'm with you. I actually think that China's infiltrating. I don't know this for a fact, guys. This is just entertainment purposes only, but I think that China's infiltrating our country with these batteries, and they're pushing it on purpose, and they're able to make them go off. That's what I think. I think they can make them overheat or explode or whatever. There was a fire on the freeway the other day. Me and Steve were talking about, and they shut down for miles. They shut down because it was like whatever was burning was so toxic to breathe that they shut down miles. And it was the battery. And I tried to take some of those batteries. You know those scooters you ride? It has the lithium battery in the bottom. You stand on it, and it's a
Oh, yeah.
stand-up scooter, right? That goes by itself. I took 2 of those to the scrapyard, and they wouldn't take them. They made me pick them back up, put them in my trailer, and I'm like, "What's going on, guys? I used to bring batteries all the time." And they're like, "No, man, we've had random fires and explosions with those. We can't take them anymore." I'm like, "How do we get rid of them then?
Right. Yeah, it's like
You can't put them in the trash. You can't bury them in the landfill. So what
it's
do you
like we
do?"
always say too, the government creates they have a solution first, then they create the problem, but half the time they don't give the solution. They just create the problem.
And I don't know if you've seen it lately how much fear they're pouring into the news, and like suddenly in the last 2 months, all of a sudden everything like it's the end of the world, it's World War
Oh.
III. Every day you see it's like there's so much fear.
Yeah, it's because this is the most important election in your life until 4 years from now.
I
And then
tried to
that'll be
pop
the
him
most.
twice. I tried to pop him twice now. You heard about the one at the golf course, didn't you?
And supposedly that dude the second time was from Hawaii, or he lived in Hawaii or something.
Yeah, and they said first they lied and said he was a Republican, which he wasn't.
Boom. Imagine
Yeah,
standing there and shit just pager blows up.
now all those people that happened to, I mean, I'm sure it hurt innocent people, but they were from Hezbollah, which is also a state terrorist organization in the U.S. We've labeled them a terrorist organization. So Israel has people in the north of Israel that live there, but Hezbollah in the north and Yemen and Lebanon keep attacking the north, so the people can't go home. So Israel's starting to go into Lebanon and hit these targets, and I think they did walkie-talkies too. So they're hitting these Hezbollah fighters through their technology. I mean, would you be surprised one day if the phones that they're giving, remember the big push on the new Apple phone? And they're like, we don't care, whatever you want to trade in, we'll give you a new one free. And I kept saying to my wife, why are all these phones free? They were getting $1,000 a piece for those. Why do they want to give them away now? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if one day those can go off with the right frequency. Sounds crazy, right?
Yep. Edward Snowden said what Israel has just done is via any method reckless. They blew up countless numbers of people who were driving, meaning cars out of control, shopping, your children on stroller, standing behind him in the checkout line, etc., etc. Indistinguishable from, I don't want to say that word because I don't know about. As information comes in about the boom boom beepers in Lebanon, it seems now more likely than not to be implanted, not a hack. Why? Too many consistent, very serious injuries. If it were overheated batteries booming, you'd expect many more small fires and misfires.
This is a side note of those batteries. I've had friends that have those EVs, and a new battery, one of my buddies' battery went out or whatever, wouldn't charge, and the new battery was $21,600 for the battery alone. Kid you not. The battery, I think the battery size, we'd have to pull it up so we could show it, but I believe they're huge.
21,000. Holy crap.
That's why the EVs started out at like what, 60, 70 grand or something. I think they started out at 100, but they got them down to like 50, 60 now, I think.
Well, you can get a sweet Toto toilet for 25 grand.
My truck is a hybrid, so I could run it off of corn gas or gasoline. I've never used the corn gas because I think of popcorn, and how sticky the bags get and stuff. I just don't want that in my engine, but I could. But I would never get an EV.
Oh, you like corn, dog?
Yeah, get that corn out of my face.
What's the deal with the corn, Holmes?
Oh, I got to pull this up too.
I bought a $50 drink from Kamala in a Korean bar in Pearl City back in '89. Got whacked off.
All right, this is the guy I think who heads NATO. Look at what this guy is saying. You guys all think about the logic of this guy.
The more we give to Ukraine, the sooner peace will come.
The more weapons we give Ukraine, the sooner peace will come.
The more tools we give them to unalive other people, the more peace. That's like the biggest oxymoron.
This is how these people think. I'm like, are you guys crazy?
You don't lost your damn mind. Hey, who's not hitting the like button? Hit the like button for us, guys. Come on.
This is the NATO Secretary General. And that's why I believe they hate Trump, because he wants to stop all that garbage. And I'm not saying, I know that we don't think that they're all in charge anyway, but they sure are trying to take him out. Or perceivably take him out.
That's how they divide. Now they got everyone split up to either you're on this side or you're on that side.
Well, how do you cut? It's like, how do you bring peace by giving more weapons?
Exactly. You don't.
This is the guy in charge.
That's like saying, if you don't want the poor people to be poor anymore, just take all of their money away.
Yeah, like what Wolverine said, man.
Yeah, no shit, right?
And why are we involved in all this mess? Because we
That's
had
the
weak
whole. That's my
administration.
whole thing. Why are we involved with any of it? Because clean up your own backyard before you go snooping around other people's backyards. And America's backyard is pretty fucked up. So why are we in other countries' backyards? And Blue Unicorn, aloha, brother. Good to see you.
I mean, this is my opinion, right? But I think Putin had some clear concerns. He said, we don't want the West expanding toward Russia. And then we started talking about like maybe letting Ukraine in to NATO and all this stuff. Dude, they see that's like us letting the Russians come into Mexico and set up bases there. We would never let that happen. So why didn't we listen to Putin when he said, hey, I'm going to see this as a threat? We kind of pushed, I mean, in my opinion, we pushed this on ourselves. Not me, but they did. When you got people in power going, oh, we'll just give them more weapons and that'll give you peace.
Yeah, that's an oxymoron. It doesn't go together. There's no logical sense.
It's like giving a fat kid 5 pizzas and telling him to eat them all and he'll get skinny.
Well, it's like charging your electric car with a gas powered generator.
That's mean what I said. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it is like giving a fat kid chocolate cake and saying, here, this will help you lose weight.
So you understand what we're dealing with here as people that have no idea what they're talking about. So the big news of the week is they're going to maybe allow Ukraine to send long-range missiles into Russia, deep into Russia. Russia
That's
said
dumb as shit.
Russia said if we let them do it, they're U.S. made weapons. That's going to start World War III, that they're going to use nuclear weapons. They made it clear. They've been saying it all week. If they send in long-range missiles and kill people and civilians, then we're going to war. We're at war with NATO.
It's stupid as shit if they let Ukraine do that, because what do you think's going to happen?
Well, with people like that in charge who are saying, just give them more weapons, it'll bring peace. It's like, do you know who Putin is? He's ex-KGB, bro. He's spy agency. He's tough as nails, man. He ain't playing.
And exactly what Indy said, war is what represented. It's exactly what all government wants, because that's where they make, it's money. War means money.
Whoever's selling all the ammunition's making the money.
Dude, America's giving countries our ammunition that are killing our own soldiers. That's how fucked up it is. So America's giving them the weapons and the ammunition that America turns around and goes to war with them, and then the same stuff America gave them are killing our military with. That's how fucked up it is.
Well, it's
all
like
about money.
Afghanistan. When we left Afghanistan and left $80 billion worth of equipment, who do you think has our equipment now?
Yep.
We're going to end up
a lot of it.
We're going to end up fighting a war against our own equipment.
Mm-hmm.
That's another story that came out. I thought this was interesting. Law enforcement informed Biden campaign about hacked Trump material, officials say. So it came out today on the news that Iran stole a bunch of Trump's campaigning materials and turned it over to the Democrats, to Biden and Harris.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And
wait,
then
scroll down just a little bit. I want to see what it says underneath the picture of Biden. Yeah, right there. There's a 10-second delay. I got to look it on the YouTube side because the screen's bigger.
I can read it if you want. This is U.S. investigators announced that Iranian hackers unlawfully took material from Donald Trump's campaign and sent it to people connected to Joe Biden's campaign. President Joe Biden's campaign did not reach out to law enforcement after individuals associated with the campaign received hacked materials from Donald Trump's campaign in their personal email account, in part because they had not opened the messages, supposedly, right?
Right.
You want to read any more of it?
Yeah, we just say underneath the Harris campaign said that law enforcement reached out to the campaign and that the materials and the emails were. Oh, and I just scrolled.
They weren't used. You want me to
not provided time? Well, no, that's good. That's crazy. I didn't know. I didn't hear that one yet.
Yeah, and Trump called for her to step down because of that today, but she's never going to do it.
Oh,
But
hell
so,
no.
so think about that for a minute. Iran wants Harris to win. Russia wants Harris to win. Why?
Yeah, because war and more money. Because I ran so far away, I couldn't get away.
They're coming for us.
And huge shout out to anyone who's hit that like button. Much love and aloha to all the like button smashers and hitters and caressers and lovers and huggers.
And we're super stoked, to use an old man word, stoked that you guys came and spent time with us tonight and are listening to us babble. A lot of topics, though, this week came out. And who knows what to believe and what not. But
I haven't heard any of them because I've been so busy. I haven't literally, it's crazy.
I'm just at work. Sometimes I got headphones. I can listen to podcasts and whatnot. And you're like I said, don't take all that information seriously. Do your own research. I don't know if it's all true, but all I know is what I see near me here in Michigan, in Dearborn, and I see unrest, and I see protests, and I see aggression, and I see criminality, and I see people coming together with one purpose to overthrow or take over. You know, it's not even a hostile takeover. They don't ever have to fire around. They're just in numbers. They use their own elections, and they're getting these people in that are changing laws in Michigan that are going to affect all of us here.
See what Blue Unicorn said? I used an old man word the other day. Dweeb. I remember that one.
Yeah.
You're such a dweeb.
Thank you.
That's a good word. I'm glad you said that, Blue, because, yeah, we need to bring that word back.
I like nub cake.
Nub cake.
Yeah.
Dweeb.
No, dude, Dave, if I had the stuff, Blue, I wouldn't go anywhere with it and give it to anyone. I would go by myself somewhere.
Hey, you got the stuff? I got the stuff.
I wouldn't do it. I do have some of that funny stuff if you want to check a little bit of that out.
I think I'm gonna get a hat that says that. Make dweeb great again.
I was thinking about Adam Francisco the other night, Steve, because how he's out there always flag waving and stuff. And I thought about like the attempts on Trump.
Mm.
If Adam met the wrong person, something bad could happen to him as well. You know, he's out there on the sidewalk.
Easily, yeah. Easily.
You know, you get the wrong guy. He had one video where this guy chased him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I remember when we had him on when we interviewed him, he said he never, up until that point anyway, never had any like physical altercations or anything, but dude ended up chasing him, huh? Yeah, you gotta be careful with shit like that, man. You piss off the wrong person, dude. I mean, yeah, it's free speech, But at the same time, you got to be, have self-awareness, and things have consequences, and you piss off the wrong person, they're going to react, right?
I believe so.
Maybe. Say hi.
That the Nina girl.
Just got home from a long day at work.
Oh, snap. Bringing home the bacon.
No, actually about chili dog.
So how was your anniversary, Nina?
Good. I got a necklace.
Oh, snap.
Can't see it.
Steve
Harloha's
said he was
or wait, I gotta forward it because
Steve said he was gonna make out with you last night. A little bit. He said, I gotta get off the internet. I gotta go make out.
See, it shows.
I was sleeping already.
The truth comes out.
I didn't hear what you
What
said.
time did you come to bed? I don't know.
I was earlier than normal last night. The night before, though, or no, 2 nights before that, it was at 3:30 in the morning and she slept right through it. I don't know how, but I was getting ready to go to bed. I was sitting right here, and then all of a sudden I hear like trees ruffling or bushes, like I'm like, what the hell's going on there? And then I hear like girls screaming, and then I hear what was an actual car crash because these girls were fighting, and then one of the cars like ran into her car on purpose, so they couldn't leave. And then for like 4 or 5 seconds, I see some chick just pounding on this other chick, and and then a dog comes up, a pit bull, and then they're like, get her, sick 'em or whatever. And then that chick jumps on top of the minivan, and she's screaming like, get that fucking dog off me. And I'm just at the front door recording. So I'm like, I don't want no part of this, but I'm recording.
That's
And then
crazy.
some dude's on the side yelling, David, help her, help her. And I'm just thinking, you're right there, dude. Why don't you help? Like, and then they're like, run that fucking dog over. And then they take off real quick. And they didn't run a dog over, thank goodness, because I wouldn't have been able to handle that.
No,
But,
don't hurt the dog. Beat up the woman, not the dog. No,
but
I'm
then
kidding.
everyone like leaves, and it ended as quick as it started. And I was like, holy shit. I think it's like not even 2.5 minutes of what I recorded. So I was like, wow, that was freaking, I'm like, am I dreaming? Like, did that even, like, maybe I went to bed and I was just like a crazy dream, and then I sit down and I hear like really loud knocking, but not at our house. It was the neighbors, but that's how loud it was. I could hear it from over here. And then the cop showed up, of course, after everyone left. And so I started recording again. I went back to the front door and like, always record the police. And then they flashed their flashlight over at me and they're like, oh, what about that guy? The guy with the phone. I'm like, really? The first thing you notice is the phone? I'm holding it like right here. You can barely tell. It's dark. First thing you notice is my phone. But I wouldn't talk to him. I said, I don't know nothing, man. And then they just walked away. They're like, okay. But
real quick, we heard in the beginning of the stream that Ronnie may or may not have started radiation, so you guys can keep him in your prayers and thoughts. We don't know. I don't know how he's doing. I'm gonna have to reach out to him, I guess, through Facebook, or email. But we're thinking about you, Ronnie, man. We're praying for you. Much love.
yeah, absolutely. Definitely sending prayers for Ronnie every day.
So what's for dinner tonight?
Fuck if I know. I have no idea. It's not even 7:30 yet. I don't even think about dinner
man,
until after 9.
I always forget, dude. It's 1:30 here, so I always forget. Like you're 7:30. I wish it was 7:30.
Yeah, but then you wish it's 7:30 now, but then in the morning you don't wish it was earlier, or like if it were noon for you tomorrow. Well, if you had to work tomorrow and it were noon, you wouldn't be like, man, I wish it was 6 hours ago. I
You
can
know
start
how
over. I
you
can
know
start
how
work all
often
over again.
I want to call you so many times at like 2, 3 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my god, it's probably like 9 or 10.
You
I can't.
can. I mean,
You won't answer the
no,
phone. I know you won't
no.
answer.
You know, for you and Nina are like the only people that I 9 out of 10 times will answer. But I'm just saying, if you do call and I am sleeping, my phone is right here. I never bring my phone in the bedroom, so
I already know
I
how
won't
the
even
call
know.
goes.
I
You're gonna
won't
be,
know you called or text until I do wake up and come out here. So
you're gonna be like, yeah, where you at? Haven't had a coffee yet, mother. No, I didn't say.
nah, that's why I can't do the old. The hell are you calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning for? I can't do it anymore because I don't know anyone calls me at 4 in the morning because I don't have
I
a
do
phone.
that. I do
Oh
You're allowed
yeah,
to do
I
anything you
woke
want.
up to that before.
that.
4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Move my number. Don't ever call this number again.
Right.
Leave your phone out there.
I
We don't
should
need it.
call. I should call and talk like a girl. And Nina answers.
Hey,
Seriously,
Steve.
calling at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, this is Hawaii. We are
Right.
wherever time you are.
Which is funny though because they're dialing an 808 area code, so they have to know it's Hawaii.
I love that area code.
Charlie, Indy,
We love
Topspin,
Charlie.
Yeah, the 808.
Maureen.
808.
The 808
It's
kids
a drum machine.
early get dumb.
Look at that. Nina comes home and like 15 more people came in. I hope they all hit the like button. That'd be super
Did you
cool.
see his sub count? Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
crazy,
Yeah,
right?
bouncing up.
7 days. Not even 7 days. It was at 3,000. He just hit 3,000 in 7 days. Like last Thursday,
Yeah, last Thursday I was at 2,970. And right now I'm at 3,953.
yeah, so 7 days to make. Well, we'll see. Top spin.
I gain 20 and lose 25 every week. It's just how it is.
Well, no, that was for the longest time. Mine was, I gain 5, lose 2, gain 6, lose 3. But now the last 3 videos I put out are getting noticed and a lot more views than a lot more views than they normally get. So,
Well, you know, Steve, when you do nice things for people and you start feeding people and doing a lot of good things, man, it comes back to you. So you deserve it. Both you guys deserve it for what you guys are doing out there. I
thank you,
appreciate it.
man.
I see the hard work you put in.
Blue unicorn.
Yes.
Aloha.
It is a lot of work. That's which I feel bad because I don't have a video to put out yet for this weekend, and I want to be consistent, but I still have to be a plumber to pay the bills, and yeah, editing takes a long time, and yeah, it's just a lot of work, man.
Imagine what we could do if we didn't have to work.
I know, right? But then again, I think about that too, where everything happens for a reason. Like I have to work because if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have left the house in the last 3.5 days because I'd just be sitting here editing videos.
Well, for me, for my content, man, my content's been, in my opinion, like literally the other night I took like a praying mantis on my front door. That was my content because that's all I had. There's nothing else going on, It was like
Well,
usually I run in.
You should download like a editing app and just like mess around with it, get used to it a little bit, and
Yeah.
start making like not like when I say long form, I just mean not a short, but like like that's what I did when I first started making videos. They were only like a minute and a half, 2.5 minutes long, but it gives you practice too. And even after 3 years, I'm still learning new things about editing. So it's like
I'd
a
like
never
to
ending.
try to my content. I want it to all be natural, just like things I come across, and it doesn't really work very well.
No, that's good too. Like that's what Southeast Wolverines did on Friday the 13th video.
Yeah, he's
It was
awesome.
just him.
I love
And
it.
yeah, there really wasn't editing. I mean, there was a couple parts you could tell he maybe cut like a, you know, maybe he had to walk away and the camera was still rolling, so stuff like that. But it wasn't really, you know. But those videos are, I like those videos better because they're more genuine. You know what I mean?
Shall we show a clip?
What's that?
Shall we show a little couple little funnies? Or shall we not?
Funny. Oh, that's what I was doing that, but then my beautiful Nina came home and distracted. Got distracted. Let's see.
I got a little something.
Oh, if you already got something, then yeah.
Well, if yours is better though. I mean,
No, I don't have anything yet.
let's see.
I'd have to find it, but
All right, pull it up. And then how far are we from we're at the 2 hour mark. So what do you think? Another 15 minutes or so? Or do you want to keep rolling?
holy crap, are we
Yeah, man.
seriously?
Yes.
Wow, dude, that is, I know
Feels-
I've said this before, but for the most part, like dude, I really didn't even know we were for an hour yet. Wow, that's crazy, dude. That blows my mind.
Feels
If I
just
didn't
like
look and you were to say, close your eyes, or if my screen were just go blank and be like, guess how long we've been on, I wouldn't have been even close. That is crazy.
feels like the
But
old days just hanging out, right?
yeah, exactly. That's just, yeah. I remember the last time I seen you in person was at my dad's or my sister's house in West Deer. Yeah, remember we were just hanging out and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and then you were like, dude, I gotta get going. It was 5 a.m.
Yeah.
But felt like we were only hanging out for like a half an hour and just
Yeah,
wow, that's crazy.
losing Stacy, dude, wasn't real to me till I got to the house, and then I was helping you guys move stuff out and all that, and it hit me hard, man, when I got in the house.
See, that's weird that you said that, because because it still really hasn't hit me yet. That's the weird part, but that's what I was hoping for, or I was expecting, is that, well, I know once I get there and then once I'm in the house, and I mean, I even slept in her bed when I was there for like the 2 weeks I was there. And I thought for sure that it was going to hit me hard. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Everyone's
Maybe I
different.
just blocked that part of my brain out. Like I just refused to let myself be hurt or something. I don't know.
I just remembered the last time I was there and laughing. I remember tripping in the living room. I knocked over a picture on the TV. Like I remembered everything like it was yesterday from being
Yep.
there. And I remember the dog. Fond
Oh,
memories.
yeah.
Fond memories.
All three of them, Henry, Oliver, and Penny. Yeah.
I loved Henry.
This actually brought tears to my eyes the other day because Nina was going through some stuff and she found this. And I mean, I don't remember what year it was, but it had to have been before 2020. But it was this Easter card. Stacy used to send me a card for like every little holiday, even if it was like big or little. And it just says, on the one side to put, I want my $2, because you know that movie, I want my $2. And then she just put, Steve and Nina, hope you have a nice Easter. Love always, Stacy, Penny, and Zeus. Oh, it was 2018. Okay, I didn't see that part. But yeah, Nina found this, and I brought a tear to my eye.
Does it feel crazy to you that we're like just months away from 2025?
Yeah.
You remember like Y2K? and like 9/11 and all that. That stuff's already like.
I remember where I was. I remember it was my buddy Johnny's house. I was with Nate, and and everyone was freaking out about Y2K everything, and me and Nate were just kind of laughing at it, like, dude, none ain't shit gonna happen, man. It's just, but everyone was freaked out.
I was freaked out. I'm not gonna lie, because Ron, my dad was always into computers, and then they were talking in the next room about like, oh, what if the nuclear systems reset and go down, and there's a launch, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, you're making me nuts. Just shut up. If I'm gonna die, let me do it.
Right. And thank you guys in chat too. Thank you. It was April of 2020. But that's just to go to show how much of a jokester my sister was, because she was a jokester. But it was April 1st, 2020. So she was like, haha, April Fools, motherfucker.
Yeah, you never forget your best friend's sister. She was like my sister, man, to me.
Oh yeah. Oh, and she looked at you as a brother too.
Yep.
Absolutely, man.
I love your dad too, man. I can't wait to see your dad. I'm sure that when he comes in October, he's going to be on. Hopefully, we can get him on a Thursday, man. That would be awesome.
It's shoot, it's less than a month from now. It's like 3 weeks, maybe 4. But yeah, it's a few weeks away.
Time's flying. I want to pull this up real quick and play a little bit of it, and then we'll see where it goes. Warning.
Not targeted for children.
Warning.
Where's your vanilla?
Oops.
Okay.
Oh,
Where's your vanilla? I wanted chocolate. Oh, okay.
that was a perfect throw.
I love
Dude,
that.
that was a perfect throw.
Go a little faster than that.
Oh, no, not with that. No. This is not going to be good. Oh, it's a 3-wheel.
Look at the guy like, come on, baby, you're going to crush my mic.
Holy shit, why do they do that?
Right, let go.
Why do they?
You hear that? Someone's blowing fire.
Yeah, ripping it.
I love that one, dude.
What are they at? Ponderosa? Looks like Ponderosa.
He flung some mashed potatoes and it hit her right in the throat. It's like perfect shot.
Oh, that's good right there.
This is my pet.
Imagine if you were just standing there and it came up.
Be careful, Adam. Adam.
See you, bitch.
I'm out.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey, Cola. Good to see you.
Cola. Aloha, Cola.
This chick. This one's so funny, dude. What's this? See what he's doing with it?
Dude, that's like the Homer Simpson meme. He just disappears in the bush.
Hello.
Oh. He's gonna take off, yo. I'd be pissed, dude. I'd be so mad.
He had a fish on the line too, so he's like, oh my god.
That's my guy right there.
What are you throwing?
Yeah, Dad.
Remind me of
Biggest
Freak
one
for
of the
some
day.
reason.
Let her go. Big old dinosaur.
Let her go, Dad. Let her go.
Nice and healthy.
What? Come on, dude.
His knee gave out. I'm drowning.
Let me up.
No.
No.
This is the best right here. Look at the guy's face.
He's gonna slam on the brakes.
Where do you think this is? It looks like Ping Yong Ding Dong. What's his name?
Vietnamese. What the hell is above the door?
Watch this.
Oh shit.
This is the best.
This can't be good.
Can I get a?
Dude, I want one of those so bad.
Holy shit! How did they go for it?
The rubber ticket.
Oh, what did he spill? Oh no, this guy's gonna slip.
Yeah, I know. We know top spin yet. We know.
Oh, his pants ripped.
are ripped. He's got a Lion King shirt on. That's something we would do for sure. Back in the day.
He got his arm stuck in a vase and he can't get it out. He can't get it out.
That could happen.
He's fucking stuck.
No, yeah, I know. That's what these and a lot of the ghost ones, like on Slap Ham.
Oh no, he's not. He's videotaping you.
That's what I enjoy watching about them too. I try to figure out fake, and then it's like I don't know if that one is staged. They did a really good job at it, but for the most part, but it's still funny as hell.
I need
And like the
those
ghost ones that I can't figure out. It's like, oh, maybe that shit is real.
Exactly.
Oh wait, what's this? Me and friends went to see Weird Al Yankovic, and they brought a rubber chicken to get his autograph, but he wasn't signing autographs, so they all signed it and gave it to him. Nice.
That's funny. This guy is nutbag. He went up to get his lure out of the tree.
Dude, that tree is not stable. Crunchy crunch.
Like you're like, oh yes, I didn't fall. His wife is just dying. If it was my wife, I'd be like, let me help you. Come here. But she's just like.
Oh, cold water.
Remember the iced water challenge? How many years ago was that? The ice bucket challenge.
I think it was 2019. That's weird that you said that because I was going to say the last video I got from Stacy was the ice bucket challenge, and she sent it to me, and it was her and Damon.
I love that one. I think she peed. Imagine.
What?
I don't know what happened on this one. I can't figure it out.
They weren't supposed to be up there?
I love it.
Oh, yeah, they weren't supposed to be up there, so wow, what a dick, dude. Totally.
Right, he just like ruined the moment.
Right, today. Right, I'm gonna let me get a break. 3, 2, 1.
See, like that one there, that's just something we would have done in it.
Right?
We probably wouldn't even laugh.
It's silly as shit, but it's good camaraderie.
Like, why are you laughing like that? See that
A lo que yo vine.
this one, now, this could really happen.
Oh shit, that had to hurt.
I think she's so cool. I love it. I'm so good at biking. Oops. This is slick right here.
That's a good way to hide.
All right.
That's a good way to hide.
cover your farts. Oh, wait. You gotta say, don't forget. He said, cover your fart. That's funny. That happened to me in high school.
You're supposed to cough at the same time.
Oh my God, what an idiot. Nice fridge, though. Yeah, this one. We're going to skip that one. Have you done that before?
Not that exactly. I remember I was drunk one night when I lived in East Dearborn, and I started a grease fire.
Look at this, dude. Somebody cut out tiles so the doors would open instead of shaving the doors down.
Oh, talking about the ghetto. Funky ghetto.
Yeah, doors
Trying
won't
to
open. Let's take the
survive.
tile out.
Trying to stay alive in the ghetto.
And that's all the funny we have. And it's not really that funny.
Is you.
But I do like the one where the kid was rubbing the ice cream on the kid's foot and then just shoved it in his buddy's mouth. It's like, that's epic. Epic.
If you're pulling a truck out like that, why would you take off so fast?
Oh my God, he hit his head too. We want to shout out to tallowdreamcream.com as well for sponsoring Steve's show.
Yes, shout out to Tallow Dream Cream. And it's not just for the ladies, it's for the guys too. They got very manly stuff.
Oh, bro.
They got deodorant, chapstick, all kinds of good stuff. Go check out the website. I have most of it right here.
Let's see.
Yeah, I want to pull up some of that ghost shit, but yeah.
You just got to do the ones with the low view count, like the smaller ones who don't care if you play them.
Right. Well, I mean, 99% of the time, my live streams always get the not copyright, but the yellow dollar sign. So,
oh, yeah.
Like, it's all good.
By the way, remember when I said I couldn't find your name in my list ever and you should be kind of like first since we talk all the time?
Right.
I finally figured out the setting to where you can put your most important, like who you visit the most often in your sub list.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
even know
I'll show
that
you.
you could do that.
Yeah, I'll show you later. It's like all the people that you frequent the most, they'll be first in your subscription list.
I didn't even know you could do that. That's cool.
I accidentally did it.
Yeah, well, most of it, yeah, same thing with my editing. Most of the shit with my editing, I accidentally do something and I'm like, how did I do that? And then that's how I learn new stuff. But then I turn around and be like, what, you didn't know that? Shit, man, I thought everyone knew that.
Right.
Even though I just figured it out. Oh, I didn't have my comments on. I think stupidity is pretty funny, but not pain. Yeah. For the most part, stupidity is funny, but like today on my way home from town, was not funny. It was, I had to keep reminding myself, look around you, dude. Look where you live, man. It's beautiful here, man. So what? They're stupid. People are stupid. So it's going to take you a little longer to get home. People are dumb. Let them be dumb. Be grateful for what you have. I'd rather it take me 45 minutes longer to get home and still be alive and still have everything I have than to waste a half hour being pissed off for something I can't change. Shit, I forgot already. So who got gifted memberships earlier? Well, I do not remember. I want to say it was, I think JS Urban was one. Dub Wubs was another. I can't remember. My memory is not all that great.
Stoic is a great word. I love that word.
Yeah, stoicism.
I'm gonna pop these links, bro, and I think
I love stoicism, man. I watch those videos all the time on. It's good advice. Live and thinking that way and living that way helps me out a lot. I keep forgetting that it's freaking going on two in the morning for Dave and a lot of other people, or 1 in the morning for a lot of other people.
forgot to pop
So I know
Wolverine.
everyone's like, oh, it's getting late. And I'm like, we can go for another 2 hours if you guys ain't doing nothing. But
I love
no,
keep
we got
hours because we had just enough content, really.
dude, that still blows my mind when you said, oh, we're at 2 hours already. I was like, no way. And then I looked, because I didn't look the whole time. Normally I'm always glancing over at that little red thing in the corner, and I didn't look at it once until you said it. We're already at 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man, because it really only seemed like maybe 40, 45 minutes, which is awesome. Super awesome.
That was cool. Charlie hung out, lurking. Much love to
Yeah, always
Charlie.
good to see. And always good to see Cola again. Indy's been hanging out the whole time. We love you, Indy. That's
I've been
awesome.
missing me some Wolverine too, man. For a while
Yeah,
there, it was a couple
Wolverine's the
weeks.
shit. Isaac
Yeah,
is the shit. You gotta check out his Friday the 13th video from the other day.
I will.
And Indy, drop your link again for your show tomorrow. Indy took a break from her Friday lives, and 50th episode tomorrow, or today for a lot of you. Tomorrow for me.
Oh, what happened to Rome? I'm so sad.
I get to go back tomorrow to that job I was talking about earlier that I kept putting it off because I was like, this job's gonna suck, da, da, da. And then I went and started the other day and I already got half of it done. And it's like, yeah, it wasn't even nowhere near as bad as I thought. But now the only hard part is the rest of it's in the crawl space. So I gotta go in this crawl space. In the beginning of the crawl space is like 3 feet. But then where I gotta go, closer you get, the more narrow it,
Yeah, those
I gotta
days
go
are over
all the
for
way
me.
up in the corner and tie in hot and cold to a shower, hot and cold to a toilet, or no, cold to a toilet, and then hot and cold to a lav sink, and
What, from underneath?
drain from underneath in the crawl space. Yeah.
You know what I do in those situations? I tie this sound weird, but I tie my parts to one of my feet and I tie my tools to the other one and I crawl
Yeah.
and I just drag them with my legs. Because
Yep.
if it's so tight in there, you can barely move. It
Yeah.
sucks
The
working
shitty
on your
part,
back.
especially tying all that stuff in, because even when you shut the water off, when you cut the pipe, there's still gonna be water in the line, and now you're getting rained on, and then all the dirt turns to mud. And then it just, yeah, it sucks. But I like it because 3 of his other plumbers all said nope. One of them said not possible. And then when I heard that, I was like, come on, man. Anything's possible, bro. I'll put a toilet on your roof. You want me to?
I got a call yesterday from a buddy at work's sister who supposedly had black mold in her bathroom, right above the shower, like just on the wall. And she scrubbed it and it didn't come off. So it was like through the first layer of paint, but it wasn't on the inside of the wall. There was no ongoing leak. it's just the moisture from the shower, and they would shut the door because they have a cat that likes to go in there and sometimes get into stuff it's not supposed to. And the guy told her that all the drywall had to be removed, and it was going to be 13 grand.
13 grand.
13 grand to gut the drywall and replace it.
Wait, through the whole house or just the
No,
bathroom?
just the bathroom. So what I asked her, how does he know there's black mold in the wall? I said, does he have a moisture meter? Did he cut a
Yeah,
hole and put a camera inside? Did he go in the attic and see it? Did he bring you pictures or video? And all of the answers were no.
Did he do a test and send it in for a test result? Because, dude, they use that black mold as a fear factor for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And
you
it's
can
bullshit.
still abate it. You know what I mean? Like you can scrub it with bleach and then you can use kills over it, oil kills. And water cannot penetrate the oil-based paint because they're opposites, right? You know, you pour oil in water. At that point, you sealed it. As long as it's not all the way through the drywall, you have now sealed it, which is, I think they call it encapsulating or abatement. It's what they do in like houses before the 70s with lead-based paint on their trim.
Right.
They paint it with a sealant paint rather than pulling off all the boards and spreading the lead through the whole house. So it's called an abatement, which is perfectly legal. And as long as you don't have a kid chewing on the molding or something, you know, if you got babies that are going to do that, then obviously you should pull it all out. But if you're adults and you know, no reason to spend 20 grand on it.
Dude, that price alone just for a bathroom for drywall is insane to me.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, and the whole black mold thing is not nowhere near as common. Like there'll be a tiny leak for a couple of days and like the drywall, you know, it turns colors anyway, and then right away like, oh, black mold, black mold. It's like, no. It's very rare that you're gonna actually have black mold. I guarantee
Yeah,
you 97% of the time when people think they have it, if they were to take that and get it tested, they'd come back negative.
exactly. And like blue seems to be educated in it. Like the worst one's the yellow one. It's called chlorosporium. That one will get you sick. Black mold, and by the way, it's just for all of you people that freak out over black mold, and I'm not giving you any advice. This is all entertainment, but black mold's on everything. If you go outside on the trees, there's mold on the trees. There's mold on your siding. I mean, there's not a ton of it. There's mold on your roof. There's mold everywhere
Yep.
outside. So unless the black mold in your house is so many particles per million or whatever, and you're in just a cloud of it, you're probably not going to have too many issues. And if your whole house is soaked and it stays soaked, then yeah, you're going to have issues. But a little bit on the wall, don't worry about it. You can wash it off. You can abate it with no problem.
Yeah. And that's the shitty part too, because you know, there's like skilled trade company, you know, like plumbers and drywall guys and people like that. It's a shame because a lot of them use that as a selling point out of fear,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
they scare 'em.
wrong. It's wrong. It's like, that's what I hate about it. That, you know, it's like the old mechanic thing where the bad ones make the good ones look bad. The bad plumbers make the good ones look bad. But at the same time, it also gives the good ones more work because we're not lying, not selling you shit you don't need, not charging you whatever that was, 13 grand or 16 grand for. Yeah, unless you're replacing a drywall on my whole house, you're charging 15, 20 grand, you can get the hell out of here.
And that's the worst part for me about capitalism. I mean, capitalism is okay to an extent, but when you got these guys that are lying and fear, especially for elderly people, like they'll tell them their chimney liners are cracked and you could have CO2 in the house from your furnace. going up your chimney and you might have a leak and it could kill you in your sleep or unalive you. And
Well,
they get them.
actually in Michigan, it's actually code now, so you have to.
Well, I mean, but they lie to them when they don't need one, you know?
Right. No, yeah, because unless your chimney runs through the middle of your house,
Right.
you don't need one. But I know exactly what you're talking about because I used to install the chimney liners, and I got yelled at because I didn't sell them one, and I was like, their chimney is on the outside of the house. It didn't run through the middle of their house. So code states you don't need it unless it's through the, and I still got in trouble for not selling them one. I'm like, so I got in trouble for not lying.
Right. That's
I got in
how
trouble for not
everything is.
ripping a customer off, you know?
That's how the world is. I mean, if you lie or you come in illegally over the border, you get money, health care, an EBT card, and food. But if you're a veteran who fought in the war, you can go sleep in an alley and starve. That's pretty much it's all backwards, man.
Yep.
I mean, it's not that bad, but it in some instances it is. So what do I know? I'm the white guy from Detroit.
And like Blue said, it is the human condition.
I can't sleep at night lying to people and selling them things they don't need.
Dude, that's why I'm glad I finally got to start doing my own thing because I hated working for companies, man, because that's what it was. I'd always get in trouble because I wouldn't sell them. And then they're like, well, you make more money. And it's like, oh, plumbers make a lot of money. And it's like, yeah, if you're selling people shit they don't need, but I can't do that. It's just not who I am. I'm just not built for it. I can't lie to people like that and be like, how do you sleep at night? How does it guilt just not eat away at you? I don't get it.
And you and me both know that me and you could both have made a company together. We would be rich beyond imagination if we had lied to people.
Right.
Like we could have charged double for every job and then made up some bull crap and got paid.
Yep.
But me, I'm a bleeding heart, man. I go to people's houses. There's an old lady and her step's broken. She's on frickin', gets a monthly check and can't afford it. She saved up 6 months to save up $500.
Right.
Well, I ended up doing partial free work.
Oh, dude, I've done so much free work and I'm glad I did. You know what I mean? I've done jobs where I knew, I had to charge what I wasn't ripping them off, but I had to charge what I charged, which was still half as much as anyone else would have charged. But I had to charge that to at least cover the materials and my gas and company expenses and all that shit, and then make a little bit. But then I knew that they had to wait a few months because they had to save up that money to do it. And I threw in extra $1,200-$1,300 worth of work as added value just because I knew, and then it's like, well, at least now I did a little bit of extra. I know they won't have another problem, 6-8 months down the road because I just fixed it now. And a lot of the times I don't even tell them about it. I just do it because to me, it's the right thing to do. Lisa Anderson, aloha.
Yeah, I don't like broadcasting when I do good things either. I mean, because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing something good when you got to go blab
Right.
and tell everyone you did good. Reminds me of
Right.
like a presidential moment where you go and you give some little kid a sandwich or something on camera.
Yeah, it's like a photo op and shit. It's like,
Right.
yeah, it's like doing it and then being like, okay, praise me for it. It's like, well, you didn't do it for the right reasons if you're looking for praise. Or yeah. I'm trying to think of the phrase. Basically, if you got to brag about it, you don't have it type deal, type thing.
Exactly.
Camel
And
eye needle scenario.
I think what comes around goes around. If you do
Oh,
good
yeah.
for people, and being rich, people think being rich is like where it's at, but being rich is not always the best thing for us.
It's like the song says, man, more money, more problems.
Yeah, I mean, just your house gets bigger, your cars get bigger, and then you have to maintain all that stuff. It ends up
Yep.
owning you. As I always
Yep.
say it. Your stuff owns you. Like right
And that's
now, I
my
got to go
thing,
clean my pool, you know?
right? And that's my thing I always said too. It's like, well, I wouldn't mind being wealthy, but that's not really my goal is to be wealthy. It's just to be able to live comfortably. You know what I mean? To not have to worry about it. Or even let's say I am wealthy one day and I got FU money. I'm still not gonna get like a house so big where 100 people could live in it. You know what I mean? Like it's just then you gotta hire maids and lawn care and like just all that extra shit that just costs more money.
I would love to be able to help people. Like, still, maybe if you had a lot of money and you still did plumbing, you know, obviously you
Oh,
wouldn't probably not go in crawl spaces anymore, but just
right.
be
I'll
able
still
to
be
go.
plumbing though. I was just telling Nina that a few days ago that I'll still be doing plumbing to the day I die, man. Because even if I get to a point where I don't have to do plumbing anymore, I'm still gonna do it. Because I don't know, I enjoy it. But yeah, I'm still not gonna be crawling in crawl spaces and doing that kind of shit. But I'm still gonna be doing plumbing and helping people out. That's why I got into it in the first place. But yeah, the
Where's
crawl space
Nina?
ones, I'd be like, yeah, I'd love to help you out, but you
I
know,
forgot.
I really want to help you, but you know, okay, look, okay, you know, I told them I can't do crawl spaces. Okay, everybody knows. Everybody knows.
I'm too big.
But you know, you did say you don't mind crawl spaces.
You ever
You're
really
very
looked
bad.
at Trump? He's a big dude, man. I don't know if he's like
What is
heavy.
he like? Well, I know his son's like 6'8" or some shit now.
Is he really? I haven't seen him in a
What's his
long
name?
time.
Baron? Is that his name? Baron?
Yeah, Baron.
Yeah. And
That's a
then
big.
Trump is like 6'4" or some shit. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's a big dude.
I mean, when you look at his suits from the back, I don't know if he's overweight or he's just very large. Just a big bone dude.
That's a huge bit.
I wonder if I can find it.
Blue Unicorn says they're very bad people with different morals. That's why I think good, evil, bad, good paradigm is flawed and subjective.
Let's see. It says New York Magazine, which who knows if it's true, says he's 6'3" and 239 pounds. But when I pull it up on Snopes, it says 215. And there's no way he weighs 215.
No, hell no. Lies.
Right.
It's all lies.
This report from USA Today said he lost 25 pounds while he had COVID. Come on, dude.
You know,
25 pounds.
like we were listening to earlier, man, we lost a lot of people from COVID, man, and most of them are okay now.
Right. They sure are.
That's some funny shit.
When we're done here, I'm gonna go over there and watch Wolverines Friday the 13th camp out.
Yeah, good video, man. Good video. And thank you too, SC Wolverines. Thank you for the shout out too, because he shouted me out.
Oh, that's cool. I did one video called "Are We Safe in the Woods?" where I found a homeless encampment. It wasn't that exciting, but it was definitely a place where what I noticed about these people in my area is that they group up. It's not just one or two. Is basically it's a network of homeless that know each other. And it's kind of weird. It's like a community. And then when one guy has no water, they're giving him a little water. Or if they get a sandwich, they go over and share the sandwich. And I'm like, it's kind of cool, but it's kind of sad. And some of them are mentally ill, so it makes it dangerous at times.
Speaking of which, that just reminded me, did you see Nick Johnson's latest video came out earlier today?
No.
Yeah, I guess he's given up homeless encampments. He retired from doing homeless encampments because the one he was in Alaska, I didn't watch it, so I don't know what happened. I think I watched like 3 minutes of it because I was getting ready and I was already late for work, so I had to leave. But something about he retired from homeless encampments, and I don't know what happened though. I guess some guy like went crazy on him or some shit and actually scared him, like to where, all right, screw this, not doing this anymore.
Well, we got what's coming to them for not being cool about,
Like you said, man, what goes around comes. I mean, goes around comes around.
He should have shouted you out, Nick Johnson. By the way, I'm not afraid to say it. I know Steve's cooler than me, but you should have shouted him out in the video. He spent all day with you, bro, getting all your footage, and you should have shouted him out in the video. That was a douchebag move.
The reason I'm cool with it though is the video I ended up doing from it got good views, and it gave Nina and I the motivation to do what we're doing now. So something good still came out of it, and I'm happy with that. So
I mean, but he profited well. He could have.
Yeah.
You always got to turn around and help the guy that helped you. When people don't do that, I think they're just rotten people, man. So.
Yeah, that is true. And I did, in all honesty, too. I watched quite a few of his videos and other ones where I seen him hanging out with other people in the same way.
I gave him money.
Doesn't shout any of them out. So
I
it's
gave
like,
him a donation, Steve. When I heard you were going with him, I watched his video and donated. So when you didn't get shouted out, I was like, dude.
right. Yeah, well, that makes a huge difference on it. Then if you gave a donation, yeah, it's more personal at that level, right?
Well, when he's like, "This is my buddy Steve from Hawaii," it's like,
Right.
yeah, there's a million Steves. How about you say who Steve is, or just say I pinned his link in my description, or he doesn't even have to keep it forever. He could have just done it for a week or a couple days.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I did. I went through all his videos, and he never puts anyone's links in any of it. It's just all him and his descriptions. And yeah, I think one video I seen where while he was talking to some dude in the dude's house, I forget what state it was in, but he actually on the screen put that dude's channel's name, like whatever was at
Okay.
whatever, just that one time though.
So real quick, in the beginning of our conversation, you were going to tell us about you were going to pull up the Ginger Billy email.
Oh yeah. So I was wondering. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, man. I forgot all about that. Let me pull it up. So yesterday, Wednesday morning, here it is. Wednesday morning, I was like, dude, it's been 2 weeks, man. Like, because Ginger Billy emailed me and he said, and it was on a Wednesday 2 weeks ago, and he said, hey, man, first thing Thursday, I'm mailing this out to you. And I was like, oh, sweet, man. So then 2 weeks go by. So Wednesday morning, I'm like, dude, I still don't got none from Ginger Billy. What the hell's going on with this? So, then I'm watching X and Nacho and then going over to Creek and then I end up going on Creek's panel with them. And then after Creek ended that, we're all backstage and that's the first thing I brought. Same story. I was like, yeah, I still ain't getting no Ginger Billy doll. But at the same time, I'm looking at my email, right? And I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. I got an email from Ginger Billy. And this is what it says. Hey, dude, I just got a new doll in the mail today. The one I was going to send you had a hole right in the crotch that could see while it was still in the plastic bag. Sorry for the delay. Just didn't want you to have a Ginger Billy doll with a vagina. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And at least I don't, because I was starting to give up on it. I'm like, oh, man, that's why I don't get my hopes up about nothing. Because when it don't happen, then you're like, fuck, man. But I was starting to give up, like, all right, maybe I'm not going to get this thing. And then got that email. But that's funny, though. Didn't want you to have a Ginger Billy doll with a vagina.
The last one.
I wrote it back and said, yeah, I don't want a vagina. I'm a Ginger Billy doll either, man.
The last video I seen him do, he was in the bathroom trying to put he was talking about how Southern men sweat a lot because it's always hot. And it just shows his legs, but you could tell what he's doing. He's taking baby powder or something and throwing it up on himself. And then in the video, he's outside and the whole back of his shorts are soaked up in his butt crack and in the front. It's like soaked through the shorts. He's like, oh man, that powder don't work. That dude is funny, man.
Dude, he is, man. He's hilarious. The funny thing is I started following him when he had, I don't know how many, but I know it was like less than 50. Hey, Seaside or Aloha.
Hey, what's
Good
up,
to
bud?
see you. But it was like less than 50,000. And then he's at almost 2 million now, dude. Like 1.85. Just crazy.
He blew up after a couple of those videos are funny, man.
Dude, yeah, he's very funny, dude, man. Oh, this one just came out 7 hours ago. I haven't seen this one yet. Hold on. All right. I know we got to get going. We're way over the 2-hour mark, but we're going to have to give a shout out to Ginger Billy. I won't play the whole thing because I don't want to take views away. But at least this way, you'll see some of it. And then you can go over and leave a comment and be like, yo, man, some dude named Steve Harloha and Dave's not here, man, sent me.
Hello, America.
Nader Chaser.
You know, a lot of people don't know this, but I am a certified tornado chaser. As you can see here, the Tornado Chaser University certificate.
See, it says right there, a piece of paper says it. So he's certified.
Authenticity. Authenticity. That's a big word, but it means.
That you too, Lisa Anderson. Good to see you again. Much love and aloha, and have a blessed night.
Yep. Good night.
I am an official tornado chaser. Now, ever since that Twisters movie came out, everybody thinks that chasing tornadoes is just fun and games, but it ain't. It's deadly and it's serious business. And you see, I do it for scientific research. And when you do it for scientific research, you gotta have a specialized tornado chasing vehicle. And this here is my Nader chaser. As you can see, my tornado chaser is covered in armor.
Yeah, much love, Indy. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Don't forget to catch Indy tomorrow night at I think it was 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yep, 8 Eastern, and open panel at 11, I believe. Or no, 10 Eastern, open panel.
SE
and Southeast.
Southeast.
But
yeah, you're right.
Dude,
11.
Wouldn't that be so like, dude? That's like this guy. Like, I know he was a nurse too, and when he first started doing videos, he was, like me. I still work full time as a plumber, right? And when he first started doing videos, he was working full time as a nurse, and I know nurses' hours are just as messed up as plumbers' hours because you don't have a set schedule. It's
I wish he would do like a workout routine on here, like a
Oh,
funny one, because
that
he
dude's in
is
shape.
ripped.
That dude's in shape for sure, man. But look at that though, like all these different ones he does, like, dude, that's like, it's like living a dream. It's like your hobby. Like, dude, I could turn this car and this, but then you got to come up
shit.
with the ideas and stuff too. But still, man, that's just got to be fun.
I forgot about this. Axe and Nacho, or Axe, basically played Blue last night. Lightning Crashes. I forgot that was Blue. Somehow, I didn't tie them together. But yeah, that song was amazing, bro. Yeah, Axe loves that song. Apparently, he thinks it's better than the original. You know that song, right, Steve?
Oh yeah, I know the song.
Lightning
Yeah.
Crashes. Yeah, it was good, man. Anyway, back to Ginger.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Blue dropped the link for it. So yeah, check it out after the show.
Yeah,
Sneaky peeky.
that's good stuff. It's got psychedelic walls.
I'm only gonna play like another 45
Yeah.
seconds of this because I don't want to play the whole thing
Because unlike a lot of them other storm chasers, them sissies that stay on the outskirts of the storm, I get right up in there, okay? I get intimate with that tornado. I get right in the tornado's path. That way, when it comes over me, I can look right up its dress. And that is why I need this armor. So that way, when that nader's throwing all them debris, I will be protected inside the vehicle. This test will simulate F4 tornado wind.
it's so funny how he took the tor part out, but tornado,
Yeah.
nader chaser.
Oh, cute. See her? Not even a scratch. Thanks to my armor. A lot of people think that chasing tornadoes is simple. You just get out there and you chase that nader. But there's a lot more to it than that. First, you have to find that tornado to chase it. And in order to do that, my nader chaser has the most advanced storm chasing technology in the world. As you can see right here, I have my advanced wind flag.
All right, I can't play no more because I'm not stealing his views away. But
Right.
definitely, and I know a lot of you guys already know who Ginger Billy is, but if you don't, definitely go check out Ginger Billy. But I do want to show, I'm going to show one more video from him so that everyone knows what I'm waiting for. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
For what I'm waiting for in the mail. And I can't wait till it comes. And once it does, you guys are going to see it sitting right back here. Every time. Let me find it real quick. Right here. Okay, so this
We'll be picking one lucky person in
all right, here we go.
conditioned Ron Beer 2.0. Oh, but before I do, I will be picking one lucky person in the comments to win this signed Ginger Billy doll. That's right. One of you is going to win a little me. So, fellas, if you're married or if you got a girlfriend, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, don't let your wife see it. She might cheat on you with it. You might come in there and shoot fire. Your boyfriend might if you're a boy with a boyfriend, he might be. I don't know. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna pick one lucky person in the comments to win a signed Ginger Billy doll. God bless y'all. I love you.
And yes, that was me. I won that. I was the one person in comments.
He had a heck of a time trying to get through to it. But he
Because
finally did.
I was having issues with my email and all that shit. But yeah, look right here, even put Hey y'all, I picked the winner of the Ginger Billy Doll Harloha. I can't tag you for some reason in the comments, but congratulations. I'll be giving away more Ginger Dolls in the future because the comment I put that won it was, oh man, whatever you do, don't pick me. The last thing I want is a Ginger Billy autographed stuffed doll. Please do not pick me. And then I put, is that how reverse psychology works? Hopefully I did that right. And then he put, yeah, and it worked. You win a little Ginger Billy doll. Congrats. Do you have an IG or email I could contact you? And then that's where the issues came in because I was trying to respond in the YouTube comments and YouTube kept taking my comment out. So I'm trying to leave my email and then I'm like trying to code my email, but it's like he's probably not getting it right because I'm in such a pain. But finally, he got a hold of me.
What? I magically got his email address for you.
Oh shit, my bad, dude. You're right. Cause that
Yeah.
is how, because Dave, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
I
Cause yeah,
am the
Dave did.
master email
Dave
crap.
gave me, and I was like, how'd you do that? So then I emailed him, and then that's how he finally got a hold of me because Dave got, and I remember I was like, how'd you do that, dude? How'd you get his freaking email like that? And Dave's like, don't worry about it. But yeah, and then he responded to my email to him, and that's how he ended up getting a hold of me. Because, yeah, dude, thank you, Dave. I'm sorry, man. I feel like a jerk right now that I
I
forgot.
thought it was crazy because I thought you were gonna let it go, and I thought this is a huge deal, man. You got to
That's the kind of
on it.
person I am too. I was gonna let it go because I say, whatever. I mean, it's cool. I did win it. I may never get it, but whatever. You know,
Me,
my
I was
whole
like,
life,
oh,
everyone
you
says,
gotta have the doll.
my whole life, everyone always tell you, you're too nice, man.
Well, you're gonna make an awesome short or a video with that doll. It's gonna
Oh,
blow up.
I already told you about my short, right? My
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I
Don't
like
give
just
it away.
no, I won't. But that's just a bait. Like it's gonna be better than what I said, but that's like kind of my. But yeah, I already have an idea for the short, which I think is gonna be funny. But
Blue says YouTube takes down comments with links and .coms.
right, yeah, that's why I kept trying to redo it, and then put my email, but in code, I guess. Like
Right.
well, my new email now, which I made a new one because of all this, which now everyone can have it, and it's Steve Harloha at Gmail. Simple shit, right? But that's not the one I was trying to get to him. But the one, like, let's say it was Steve Harloha at Gmail, and I'd be like, it's Steve over, or no, it's Steve and also Harloha over at that G place that they call mail. And it's like, okay, now he's got to try to like figure this fucking coding shit out, and who knows if he's gonna,
Put a dot in between each letter.
Dude, I tried all that. I tried
Period.
a space in between them, a dot, but then it's like, what if they leave the dot in between it? Then it's not gonna work. And it's such a fucking pain. But and then he even said IG, right? Instagram. And I even left him a message on Instagram and he still hasn't. So the IG didn't work. But I'm just excited to get it, man. And then I'm gonna make that short, and then that puppy's gonna be sitting right here all the time.
Have him sitting on my puppet's head over there in the back.
Yeah, I have that puppet sticking out.
Tell him I'm going to tell him. I was sending him an email saying I'm looking up your overalls with a picture of that. And you need Lumi, Ginger Billy. You need Lumi. With that
I'm
last
super
bloody
stoked
video.
about that, man. And shout out to Ginger Billy too. And I think it's cool as hell too, because like I said, I've been watching that guy's videos, when he was just starting out. So that's awesome that he went, from however many thousand subscribers to 1.85 million. Like, dude, that's hell yeah. Good for him, dude.
I still want to know his workout routine.
I know, right? That dude's cut up.
Got to be doing 5 days a week.
Oh yeah, he's probably got a gym in his house or garage or both. Who knows? But anyway, now we're at the 3-hour mark, so
Now I'm feeling
it's hard to leave when it's a consistent number of people here, because I don't want to let anyone down, but it's been a good consistent number the whole time.
I love you, but I gotta
Hey,
go.
look at this. The whole time it's been a consistency of average between 18 and 22. It's a lot easier when there's like only 4 people. Then it's like, all right, we gotta go. Bye.
Best thing I ever won was a raffle at a Red Wings game. I won Detroit Red Wings game. Won a jersey of my choice from Fanatic U for Red Wings. I got a signed Detroit Tigers. I won $500, a GoPro, and I think it was like $400 in gift certificates for like restaurants. And I won
Man.
all of it.
$500 and a GoPro.
Plus the shirts are like 160 a piece because they're
Plus
official,
the other
you know.
stuff.
And they
But
were
out
not
of all
just
that, the $500 and the GoPro, because I've been wanting to get a GoPro for a while, but yeah.
it was the crappy one. This is just back in the day when GoPros weren't really good, you know. It's kind of like a fuzzy camera you just duct tape to your forehead.
Duct tape.
Yeah. Now they got really good ones.
That's cool though. Yeah, I don't know at the top of my head. I mean, I've won things here and there, but I'm excited about the Ginger Billy one. But as far as like what I can't think of anything big that I've ever, not off the top of my head. I know I have won a few things, but I don't know. The only other thing I can think of that I won is the one time I went to pay my child support. I only had a little bit of money left over, but I parked at MGM in Detroit because you could validate your parking and it's free. And then I walked over to the Pepscot building, paid my child support, and then I was like, I got a few bucks, might as well grab a beer. I took the whole day off of work to do this. I might as well grab a beer and gamble a little bit. And then I won, I think it was $400 or $500, but I won all the money back that I just gave to child support. So I was like, sweet. And then I left. But that's kind of winning, I guess. But
Back when we were 15 and I went to the fair over at Canfield Ice Arena there, we used to have the fireworks before the fireworks went off on the ground and hurt people, and they canceled
I
them
used
every
to
year.
work. I used to remember that carnival every year. I worked at that carnival.
I
That
was a
one year.
carny. I was a carny there too. Yeah,
I
yeah.
made elephant ears, and then I blew up balloons for the darts.
They had a big fish tank, like it looked like a pool. Really, it was about 3 feet high and 20 feet long, and they put a bunch of big carp in there, and they gave you a bucket and a rope, and you had to try to catch the biggest, heaviest fish, and you all paid like $10 or something, and you had to try to reel in the fish with the bucket and the rope. Well, nobody was catching fish, so the guy turned around and I jumped in the water and I grabbed one of the carp with my hands and I jumped out of the water. the guy turned around. I'm like, I got a fish. And he's like, he goes, that's the biggest fish in there. And I'm like, yes. And I was in the paper. They took a picture for the Dearborn Heights Pressing Guide and all that. And I'm in the paper with this fish in the paper, just holding this big fish. And I cheated because I
That's
couldn't.
funny.
Nobody could catch it in the bucket, man. They're too fast. They're not going in the bucket. But anyway, that's all you won was the picture in the
How
paper.
big was the bucket? Like smaller than the fish?
5-gallon bucket, but the carp I caught was like 11 pounds 9 ounces or something.
Oh shit!
That was huge. I could barely lift it. But I went home smelling like fish water after I couldn't ride the rides. I had to go home, but seeing my face in the paper was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the only time I was ever in the paper is I was really young. I think possibly before I even met you, but you remember when they used to have at Canfield Ice Arena, they used to have the wrestling,
Yeah.
like not WWF or WWE that big, but same type of wrestling, but just more local and and even then I wasn't into wrestling. I was like, but I forgot who it was, Dan DeNico maybe, or my buddy Tommy.
Yeah, probably Danny.
But yeah, they was like, dude, I got these tickets, guy. And I'm like, dude, that's so. I was never into it. And then he talked me into going. I was so into it, dude. Because the energy, I was there for like 5 minutes and I was like, yeah. I was so pumped up. And next day, my dad brings the newspaper and he's like, look. And it was me. I was like, ah. I was like yelling at one of the guys walking by. I was like, really? Out of everything that happened, I'm the one in that picture.
The only other time I was in the paper was when I went up north, and I'm such a weirdo that I went to a fresh market where they sold like fresh tomatoes, and this is way up north in the Amish country, and they had like these Amish ladies selling like real natural homemade cookies. Like the ingredients were literally like sugar, butter, flour, and they ground the flour and all that. The best cookies you ever had. So I was buying that, and I bought some like strawberry preserves that was made by the Amish. And I turn around, and this lady's like, "Are you from out of town?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm up here working for a month. I used to go up and do mobile homes. I'd renovate them top to bottom, but I would stay in one for like a month. I'd sleep in it and work in it. And then during the day, I'd go out to the beach or whatever. Or at night, I'd go to the beach. Anyways, she turns around and she's with the paper. So here I am holding up a jar of strawberry preserves, Dave the mean kid, and I'm on the front page of the paper holding up a strawberry jam jar, looking like a dweeb, as Blue would
Dweeb.
say. As Blue would say.
I was gonna say, go back to the old man word.
And
We're gonna
it's
bring
like
that word back, Blue. We're gonna bring that word back.
front of the paper was like, yeah, people are coming from all around Michigan to come to our fresh market. And they're like, Dave from such and such city has come out here to. And I was like, yeah, if I could buy those cookies like by the hundreds, I would. Those
That is pretty good advertisement, though, if you think about it, and they weren't lying; they were doing real journalism. Because they asked you, like, "You from around here?" Like, no, I'm from this part. Like, we're way up here, And then they said people from all over the state are coming for these cookies. So,
what's up, Jalen?
Hey, what's up, Jalen and Mr. Back from doing time? Aloha.
Just about to wrap this thing up.
For an hour and 8 minutes, we've been about to wrapping it up. But it's hard to leave when everyone keeps hitting that like button. The more that like button gets hit, it's like
the algorithm. Yeah, so since we're talking about wrapping it up, how did Burger King get Wendy's pregnant?
I heard, what is it? I don't know. What is it?
Burger King forgot to wrap the Whopper.
Wrap the Whopper.
Ding ting. Dumb joke of the night.
Must have been some good cookies.
Those were good cookies, dude. Those Amish girls, they know how to cook.
Yeah, what was it by Canada? What? Yeah, was it on like? Was it northeast?
It was north of Alma, about 45 minutes north of. It was.
Alma,
I
yeah.
think it was Port Sanilac. Actually, on my way to Port Sanilac.
Yeah, that is close to Canada. Then that's on
Yep.
the northeastern side.
Yeah, and I was just like the mobile home park where I was fixing the mobile home was actually right on the water. But it was amazingly cold because when the wind would blow from Canada, it'd be cold. But if the wind was blowing the other way, it'd be warm. It was real bizarre. At night, you could watch the freighters go by, though. It was pretty sweet.
It's all the maple syrup, eh?
Eh?
The cold wind comes from the maple, eh?
Wendy?
Did you have maple syrup with the cookies?
No. And chocolate chip
Have
cookies,
you ever
bro.
been to Mackinac Island?
I haven't. Haven't been up that far.
You've been to Mackinac City though.
I've been to Grayling. I can't never
Grayling,
remember
okay.
which one's way up at the top. Is it Grayling or is it? There's two with the
Grayling's
G.
where my dad has a cottage in Grayling.
He still has one.
Yeah, he still goes there all the time.
What's up, Wenders?
But dude, Mackinac Island, man. Oh, I love that. I can't wait to go back there again. Because my parents took me and Stacy when we were little, and there's no vehicles on the island. It's all horse and buggy or bicycle. There's no
Yeah, it's awesome.
vehicles whatsoever, and it's like you feel like you're back in the 1800s. It's just, and there's just one main strip. That's the whole town, and then the rest of the island. Well, there is an airport in the way back for small planes, but other than that, dude, it's just it's so awesome. And I remember going there when we were little kids, and I loved it so much that. And you got to take a ferry from Mackinac City. It's an island, and it was time to leave, and the ferry was getting ready to leave, and I loved it there so much as a kid. I got in trouble because I didn't want to leave, so I made sure that we missed the ferry so we could stay longer. I got so much trouble. But then when I was older and I won a scratch off lottery ticket, I went to jail, and then my girlfriend at the time bailed me out, and it was like $500. And then I paid that back before I went. By the time I ended up going to court, then I won in court, so I got 450 of the $500 back because 50 it had to go towards court cost or some shit. And then I won a scratch off ticket at the same time, so I had like almost like $900. And back then, it was a lot. So I was like, let's go to Mackinac Island. So we went to Mackinac Island as an adult, and it was just as fun then. And I can't wait to go back, dude. That place is freaking awesome. You definitely got to go, Dave. You and your wife, dude. Just a weekend getaway, you and your wife. You will love it, dude.
I don't want to bring no woman. What, you crazy?
It's a great getaway, man. And there's no mosquitoes, but there are a lot of bats. That's the best part.
I like the bats, man. They eat the
Dude,
mosquito.
the bats don't even bother you, dude. They're just flying over your head, and you're like, that is weird, man. But they don't bother you at all. But there's no mosquitoes because the bats eat them all. Freaking great. Love it.
What's up, Wendy?
See, you summons her. You said her name, and she showed up.
Where you been? We've been on for 3 hours.
Going overtime.
That's what I'm saying, Wendy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I promised to do everything I could have done, but didn't do, because if I did it, I wouldn't have to promise to do it, even though I could do it now, but don't, because I don't know what to do. Otherwise, I would have done it.
Right.
That's so well said, perfectly. Like,
makes perfect sense to me.
Just like, given ammunition and weapons, will bring more peace, right? But we are out of here, guys. We're 15 minutes over 3. We're an hour and 15 minutes over of our scheduled broadcast.
This conducts the end of our broadcasting hour. Please hit the like and hit the light switch on the way out.
Please hold for station identification.
One quick story. That was Smexty, bro.
There's a short I never posted, but anyway, one quick story.
Oh, I didn't even know if you heard that.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Having lunch outside at a picnic table of my work, and I was punched out eating some, I don't know what it was, like chicken noodle soup at a nice warm day, and out comes the security guard. I'm laying on my back, like on the picnic table because my back hurt, and I was just chilling with the sun on my face. And the security guard walks by and goes, that violates section 127-A45 of the company policy handbook. And as she walked by, she kept saying, oh, and also -475. You just heard her all the way down. She just kept going on. It was hilarious.
Penal code.
Yeah, broken. I'm like, I'm just eating. Am I allowed to eat? Get away from me. Yeah.
Brother gotta eat. Come on, man.
Now when I eat, I just want to go to sleep.
That's me every time I eat. Every time I eat, as soon as I'm done, I'm like,
Music coming soon, by the way. I'm going to have a couple songs coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Nice.
Just about got them practiced out. And I'm going to do a duet with my daughter, Megan.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
So, because she sings part of it.
And if you record the whole song too, and you want, send it to me, and I could turn it into like a 15-second short, and it'll just give people that little bit of taste of it, so then they want to see the whole video. I'll help you out with that.
I just got to get that cap. What is it? CAPTCHA or cap whatever?
CapCut.
I've been paying for Canva this whole time, and the only time I've ever used it is when I made my banner. So if you need anything done on, if you need anything done on Canva, let me know, because I paid what, $200 and something for that crap.
Damn, that much? Holy smokes! Holy headlock! All right, guys. So, what about you, Dave? Any final thoughts or words of advice? Or
I do actually. I've been bummed out all week. First off, remember Ronnie and the prayers. Like I said earlier, started radiation, we think, and so I've been really busy. My neighbor, I could see, was coming out on the porch. He's been frail for a while. I used to go and play pool and euchre with him and his wife, and then she passed away. But I've been real busy, and then I'd get home from work tired, and I'd look over there, and he'd be sitting there, and I'm like, man, I should go sit and talk to him for a bit. And I didn't. And I was like, no, man, I just want to go inside and sit and eat my dinner, and I know I'm going to be over there an hour. Well, long story short is I didn't. Multiple times I did not go. I felt like I was supposed to go. And he passed away 2 days ago. And I did not know that he had cancer. And so I've been bummed for like days now, thinking that, he died alone of cancer, because even though I don't have much time, and I say I don't have time, I could have made time. So my final thought is, man, make time for people. It's so important, man. The guy literally died by himself, and I could have changed that. just spending an hour of my time, which would have cost me nothing. So,
yeah.
So help people when you can, man. Say hello to your neighbors, man. You never know, the guy might be gonna go off himself. You know, who knows? Spend time with the people. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
how long do we even have on the earth, man?
We're not here for a long time, and we don't know. Nobody knows.
So all my neighbors are anyway. Good dude. In remembrance of Bob, used to play pool with Bob. He used to whoop me, and when I was down on my luck, had no money, he'd give me scrap metal or whatever, and he didn't want to give me money because he knew I wouldn't accept it, but he gave me he's like, oh, I'm farting around in the garage. I got some extra stuff for you if you need it, because he knew I would accept that. So good guy, Rip Bob.
Yeah, shout out to Bob.
Take care, everyone. I appreciate you all being here.
Yeah, and that's so true. And it's like I always say too, you never know what someone else is going through. Like Dave just said, you had no idea that's what he was going through. You never know what someone else is going through, and everyone wears a mask. And I'm not talking about that bullshit COVID mask. Everyone wears a mask. Everyone hides, puts on an act. I do it. Sometimes I'm down and out and feeling depressed, and I go to work and I'm the happiest dude in the world, but I'm not, but and then people change that for me because they do little things here and there, and you never know what someone's going through. So always think about that before you act, before you get upset with someone and go off on them. Think about what they might be going through, or what they're covering up with the mask they're wearing, or you can make all the difference in the world. So, and as Dave said too, many, many big, powerful, powerful prayers for Ronnie. We love you, brother. And yeah, we love you, man. So we hope things get better for you. And that and thank you all for being here tonight and hanging out with us. It would be no point of us doing this without you. We love every single one of you. And with that being said, have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, and beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha. Most importantly, God bless.